Bing bong.
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all, welcome to the 12th installment of Only the Ladies Network. We got the beautiful Queen Lotus, the one and only NC, and the amazing sexy Leslie, and I am Kaya Baby 220.
Mm-hmm. Hey y'all, happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. We've given y'all two in a row.
We two in a
Right.
row.
This is amazing.
We got to make up for that lost time.
It's
I
just
really be
crazy.
missing you guys, though.
I'll be missing y'all too.
It's just crazy how fast like the weekend goes. Well, just life. The
Right.
days
Yeah,
especially
it
when you're having fun. Yeah, right.
just flies by.
Hey, D. Misha, grab the link.
Okay. We got a full house tonight.
Misha, I've been texting you, girl. I'm gonna fight.
You gonna join us? Okay, so ladies, what are
Hey
we gonna
Chris.
what are we gonna discuss today? I told y'all I'm nervous, so y'all got to bear with me because I
Y'all want
had.
to talk about the movie first?
You want to talk about the movie first, or you want
Girl,
to?
let's do it. Cause oh wait. Oh wait.
So, what was your take on it, Issy?
Girl. I was sitting there like that couldn't be me because I'd be trying to fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'd be in jail. Ain't no keeping it quiet. I found something in your bag. But wait, let's rewind. First of all, you not getting no damn pass. What kind of mess is that?
Yes. Okay, so it was a weird day. It was his friends that was trying to convince her to give him a pass. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
didn't-
Mm-hmm. All
Right,
of them, yeah.
right. Because his friend said that he got the pass and it worked out for him. And so his boys was like, "But what your girl do? Did she get a pass?" No, she said she didn't want no pass, and they was like, like that, right? Putting
Mhm.
doubt in his head. But then when you go and say something to your girl talking about a damn pass, I would have slapped the. I'm sorry, y'all.
Mm.
They trying to make my Chicago come out. I would have slapped the shit out of
Okay.
that. Like what? What you mean you want a pass? You mean you want a divorce? That's what you said? Oh, you didn't say that? Okay. Well, get out my face. A pass. What kind of mess
Probably
is that?
okay.
So
So
for
it,
everybody, they were saying that the pass was that you had one time to step out of your marriage and have sex with somebody. And she gave rules that it couldn't be a friend. You couldn't bring the person back to your house. She said no 5-star hotels because that's for wifey. He
Mhm.
had to do 3-star or no what less. And then he said what was the other stuff? No
No,
gifts.
no discussion about it afterwards.
Right, no discussion about it afterwards. No videos, no text messages, no social media, none of that. It's just a one and done. And they would, like you said, weren't supposed to talk about it at all once she came back from LA. So I was sitting there like, what person that's in a loving relationship like they claim to be would allow their partner, male or female, to have a pass?
Mhm.
See, people be thinking that doing that is going to make their relationship be more significant or take out
Mm-mm.
the element of somebody else intruding on the relationship. But as we can see with Tiana Taylor and her husband, that shit don't work because she had an open marriage with him.
That's an open ass whipping because, like, I don't want my man touching on nobody he touching. You know, like how he touched me.
Yeah, and then she would get in on it too.
Yeah.
So I mean, that shit don't necessarily mean that it's going to it's going to keep the relationship going.
My
So
thing about this though is how, like when you're talking about Tiana Taylor, Like they keep saying, that she go both ways and all this other stuff. So that was probably spice for her. But then for him, he was probably uncomfortable in the beginning, and then he took it an extra step.
Well,
Yeah.
they say
After
he's a serial cheater. They were saying.
really,
So is it really considered cheating if she let him have an open marriage though?
Well, they said she's upset about it. So
I think it probably depend on what their rules were. Hey, Hollywood,
exactly.
Chris, J Ski, Sparks. Hey, y'all.
Hey, everybody. I can't see the chat, but hey, everybody. Hey, family.
Thank y'all for
Yeah.
joining us. So okay, so my part of the movie, like in the beginning part of the movie, how the dude tried to approach him like he wanted to fight, and how he ran up on the girl like get your ass in the car. I was like, wait a minute, what he mad at her for? And this nigga out here talking about he gonna bust his head because he done
Right. I
But
stole.
couldn't
see,
understand that part. That part I couldn't understand. In the
I
beginning.
did. Right, but at the end, I was like, oh, so your ex's brother, because he said
Yes.
you did my sister like that. I was like, that's the thing.
And
So
he was like,
that
"I'll kill you." Like he was serious. Like it wasn't just he was mad. He was like, "I'll kill you." And I was like, "What's that about?"
But look
but
how
so
he
in the
took.
beginning
They
of the
got $9 million, girl. Shoot, I'm
Nine
like,
point five. 9.5.
yeah.
But that's what I was gonna say, Queen. It was like the little parts to the movie. It'd be like, oh, okay, this is something. It's something big right here because it showed everybody reaction when he ran up to him, and then
Mm-hmm.
when he was like, "You stole all my sister money," I was like, "Oh, okay." So this nigga out here getting with females and he taking everybody money. And this is before I found out she had a trust fund. I was like, "Oh, he done got him a real bad bag."
Yeah. And
You
then
hear
one of the
me?
wives was walking towards the car, like she was gonna pull something out. I was like, "What's she mad about?"
I know, right?
Yeah.
I felt like she was crazy to go get her ass in the car because I would want to know what the fuck going on.
Y'all.
Yeah. That was crazy. That just scared me even more. I already traumatized. I'm already.
So
Thank
I
you,
mean,
Hollywood News. He said this is alive, y'all. But you to go
Mhm.
on them videos, you have me rolling every day. So keep it up. I love you
Yeah. He
for
funny. He funny as hell with them
you
videos.
could have me cracking up. I be hollering for real.
Girl, the
Mm-hmm.
one
I'm
with
just
the
saying,
young
like,
Ace beating the shit out of 1090J, girl, I
man,
holler.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. But that
Okay.
this little movie though, like, I don't know if the men that are in the chat, would you ever let your lady go out talking about some past?
But the thing was, she said she wasn't going to act on the past. But did y'all pay attention to when she came back in from doing her deed over the weekend when he was on the phone, how he had a smirk and he was asking her how her trip went. And when he
Mm-hmm.
was like,
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, nah, the best
But
friend saying she ain't gonna say nothing. But when you best friends, like when you really best friends with somebody, y'all don't have secrets. Y'all tell each other everything.
well, here's my thing though. So did you pay attention when they were talking about the rules, right? And he said, well, what about you? And she said, there's no other man for me. And it wasn't a man. So
Mm.
she
Right.
ain't lie.
She ain't lied. She was laying up with that woman, and she got
I was
turned out.
like,
She got turned out overnight.
Yeah, he turned
overnight.
her out. I was like, this mother don't even like penis no
See,
more.
see,
You
I'm
know?
not even trying to, They was doing too much in this little movie. They was doing too much. I was
And,
sitting there like, first of all, you giving out a pass. Number
but
one, no in your marriage, right? You sitting there doing
so
your mama and all your business. Got
so
a
do
key to
you
your
really think it
crib.
was consensual? Because I mean, she probably acted on it, but you do know she got drugged in the beginning, like the first encounter.
Right. And I don't think it was because she drugged her. And you see how she kept, and that other guy was just a decoy.
Yeah.
And she kept on daydreaming about it. Like she was open after that, boy.
A girl when she got jealous when the assistant was getting her carpet munched on, and I was just like, yeah, she
Wait,
didn't
what
call.
Jason? He
Huh?
talking about some his homie asked him And he can take her what to see the Barbie movie. What the what? Oh my
The
god!
Barbie movie.
Right. I thought well, I heard that the Barbie movie wasn't like really for kids. It was more of like an adult kind
That's what
of.
I heard too, but a lot
I
of
heard
kids
that
were
too.
going.
Yeah, they took a lot of kids to it. That's like when we went
Yeah.
to well the first time I went to take the kids to see Transformers. I went to see Transformers 2, 3. One of the one that had the little the twin cars, them small cars, and they were cursing their ass off. I said, "Wait a minute, this not a kid
What is a kid movie nowadays? Right? Dang.
movie." Not a lot. Hey, Tony Bands,
Tony Dance, what's that word?
that's not a lot because they
Tony
be faking
Dance in
like
the
it's a kid
building.
movie, and they end up with a lot of cursing and some kind of sexual stuff, and then your poor little kid is traumatized.
But they have so many ulterior motives now in kids' movies.
And,
There's,
and subliminal triggers too.
yeah, because I was just like, when can we get normal TV again, where you don't have to be forced to watch the LG? No offense to those who are part of the LGBT community, but sometimes you just want to watch an episode of TV where it's not forced for you to watch. Like
Like the Shy, they're going overboard with it on the Shy now. And I love that show, but they're going overboard.
that's how I felt about Power book too. I was like, God damn, Drew get more dick than a little bit. Like,
That shit turned into Empire.
yeah.
You see them more than you see heterosexual couples.
And I'm just like, God dang, where the gangster stuff at? Cause like it's just it be overbearing. And I happened
It
to see some
is.
I seen something where they were playing the old Mr. Rogers clip where they were saying a boy is a boy and a girl is a girl. I was like, we don't even have normal little stuff like that nowadays. It's just you could be whatever you want to be,
Yeah.
you know.
You can. I'm coming down. I'm coming on my laptop. I'm getting off of here. So you're gonna see me down there.
What she mean she coming down? She ain't getting back up?
Maybe she's just switching out. So you gonna see her backstage probably.
Man, look, I've been shy away from YouTube these days because baby, these streets right here going crazy and it's just weird on YouTube a little bit right now. Okay, so NC,
Hey Judah, what happened? I think Tanya want me to act up, and I be trying my best
no,
not to.
because I want us just to be like it's us being us. We just
Hmm.
happen to be live right now.
Okay.
So, what do you think about how the lady was leaving her panties around? Like she was trying. It looked like she was trying to set up the dude,
Well,
but
see, that's what I was telling y'all that I thought the end was gonna be where because she put those cameras up that she was gonna see, this lady putting all of this stuff all around the house, like the condom wrapper, the panties, all of that. That's what I was thinking. And then that she was gonna see video of her sleeping with her husband. I thought that was what it was gonna go. But then the end, I was sitting there like, wait a minute, all of y'all in cahoots? Y'all not really friends? These people not really married? Y'all
girl,
just
yes,
going around here taking people's money.
yes, they made scamming a business, and y'all ain't getting no little money. Y'all getting millions on top of millions.
Right. And I mean, split up, they all got 1 million. I mean,
The
come on.
whole crew was in on it.
Yes,
Yeah.
The only one did she started. You see how it flashed back to when the mother was trying to tell her about them?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Th-
And
that's
see,
what.
I thought that it was gonna continue on because she was doing the flashbacks and have her flashback to when that guy said, "Don't I know you? You took all my sister's money. You ruined her." I thought she was gonna flash back to that, and then they was gonna she was gonna find Buddy, and they was gonna go back to court like he a scam artist, he a con artist, and this is what woo wop the bam. That's what I thought, but then they ended it. I was like,
But that's the thing where I kind of figured out what was going on because the best friend was like, "I always have you, I always got you." So I was like, "Nah, she's setting it up so he could divorce her." Like I got that part of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't realize it was gonna be as deep. Like they did 8 years. It took them 8 years to scam her out of that or half of her money,
That's crazy. That is
Mm-mm-mm.
crazy.
and then
That
that
was
was
one.
when
Lacey
That was a
talking about
good
some let
movie.
me start scamming. Shut up, bro.
It was a good movie. That if y'all get a chance, go watch The Past. It's on Peacock. If you have Peacock TV, it was good. It was a good
Mm-hmm.
movie.
And that was really good. It was
I
really,
just
really good.
I was just so upset with her though because here it is. She didn't call feelings for the lady. The lady she's seen
The
as a
messed around with her assistant. I was like,
yeah.
wait a minute.
She said,
It was
and
too much. Wait, what the heck? I was like, wait a minute. Okay, I got that off there. Sorry, y'all.
I thought that was my other phone.
And I thought the assistant was gonna do something.
Big dog, I'm in the top of Florida, baby. I'm not in Miami. If I point you anywhere, I'll point you to Orlando. Or
Now,
wait,
you,
what?
now you, now you want to graduate from bar hopping hoeing to steak hopping hoeing. Sit your ass down.
He want us. I'm gonna roast you because you doing too much, player. You've been waiting for it. We're gonna get down on you.
So it's new more details coming out too, y'all, about Jeannie Mai. That's how you say her name. How you say this child name?
I thought it was Jenny May.
Jeannie Mae, Jeannie Mai.
Jenny
Thank you,
May.
Judah. They're saying that she was kind of condescending towards him, and he just basically got tired of it. Now, I think that's something that he wasn't looking for. I think that his guards was down because he felt
Mhm.
like he was dating someone that was from a whole different culture, but
Mhm.
he had to face another demon. You feel me?
Mhm.
A
Mhm.
different kind of demon.
So okay, so
Well,
what demon you think he actually faced though, Queen?
I think that when people come to this country, they always are seeing the black people as the lowest people. So I think she felt like she had the upper hand, like you got my Vietnamese ass, and you better be lucky you got me. That's how I'm looking at it.
I seen something on Snapchat earlier today, and they were saying that the signs was already there that they went together, but she probably just didn't want to answer the questions because they were saying it looked like he had been dropping subtle hits throughout the past few weeks with all his IG posts. It's like he's really strictly posting himself, not much more of him being a family man, and it was like her trying to keep the facade going, so when nobody
But he
know.
still, but some of those pictures he still got on his wedding ring too. So it's
But
just
was they
crazy.
recent pictures or old
Yeah,
pictures?
the most recent one, the one that they said or who's gonna not come with me or something. He got on his wedding ring.
Hmm. Maybe that was the last picture he
Well,
was gonna take as a
I don't know.
married man before he filed for the divorce. So, how do you feel about him divorcing her, though, Lexi?
I honestly don't know what the reason is, but like I just feel bad that there's a kid involved and now another broken family. But I mean, she might be crazy, he might be crazy. You just really don't know what people be going through in relationships. So it might be for the better. It just sucks for the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, because she seemed like she really loved her daddy, but the mother was living in the household with them. I think that was a little intruding for him as well. Um, and like I said, I'm telling you, like some of these people have this type of attitude, like you gonna do what I say now. You lucky you got me. And they said she and what some there's some reports coming out that she was spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You see what Tasha K said? She thought Jesus was gonna be like a baby mama
Mm-hmm.
because because he was a washed up rapper or something like that in that nature.
Hey,
That's
I
what I'm
didn't.
saying.
Okay.
Like by looking at him like in a condescending way, like
Hmm.
Hmm.
looking down on him. That's what I meant. Like,
Okay, so what y'all think about the comments that there was on some of those posts? Like they really have like Asian hate remarks in a lot of these comments on some of these pages.
Hmm.
So what y'all
what
think
was they
about
You
that?
Oh,
saying?
have to
they
think about
do?
the
Yeah, because
mixture of
I
cultures,
didn't even look
though.
at the comments. What were they saying?
Oh, what was the one? Trapathat. It was like welcome to Trapathat, like let Saigon be Saigon. You know, they were just saying
Mm,
yeah, they you know us as a black community when we like to roast people, it'll come
right.
and I was just like, oh my gosh. But then I seen where some black women was in there, I was like, y'all feel a certain type of way when they come at our community, you know, don't it's too many hate remarks towards the Asian community in some of the comments. And I agree. It was some that was in there like, oh, I could like Jesus again because he leaving her, and I'm just like, damn. If he was in love with her, then you know that was their
Yeah.
thing.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's wild.
I
I
also feel
think a lot
bad for
of
her
black.
too.
You feel bad for her?
I don't
Yeah,
feel
like
bad for
it's
her.
in it's
I
in it's
don't.
in either way. Okay, I don't. Okay, I maybe if I knew what was going on, then I can make a better judgment. But it is embarrassing, like
Oh,
like
absolutely.
everybody know. Like it's not like oh, I'm getting a divorce, so people wouldn't know. It's like that's like a trending topic. Like and then there's this kid and I'm sure she didn't think that this was going to happen and it's just I feel bad.
But like we never know like all the
Well, I guess
dynamics
I'm
of their
picking up. I guess
relationship
I'm
though.
picking up on her. I guess I'm
What you
picking
say?
up on her spirit, and she's not a nice person. I
Hmm.
said, I guess I'm picking up on her spirit. She's not a nice person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Better, and that he's lucky that he has her instead of She starts to. Then she talked about how she got a. It's a like she realized that she had a bad temper when she got with Jeezy. Like I don't know. It's her
What kind
little
of
comments
statement
that
is
she was
that?
making, and exactly. And then
Exactly.
the comment that she made about she want the dark meat on the side, but her preference is, white meat. Like that type of shit wasn't even necessary to say in that conversation that they were having. So that tells me that you
Hmm.
on some color shit and class shit. Like you on that type of shit. You superficial. Like if you wasn't superficial, you wouldn't even mention race or ethnicity.
Hmm. Yeah,
Right.
she said the white meat keep her mean and lean, and she like her
Right.
dark meat on the side.
On the side. Right. And what would make, I mean, like you said, Queen, what would make somebody say that? If you're dating a white guy, right, why would you even mention, oh, I've always dated black men, and I like my black meat on the side. Who says that? To
Yeah,
me,
like
that's almost
you was
like, I
she
got
was
black
going too
friends.
far.
How can I be a racist? That's what it felt like to me. I be sitting up there like, it's so inappropriate to say.
And I think he was dealing with that. It's just something that he never felt before and he didn't recognize it from the door. It took him a while to recognize it. And once he's
Hmm.
recognized what it was, that's when he decided to go out the way he went out.
Right.
What if this is all a publicity stunt?
I was just about to say
Okay,
that too.
Kaya.
What if it is?
Getting
Well,
people's
if it is,
emotions
it
all
is.
riled up.
I don't think it is because I'm picking up on her spirit, and I don't think it's a publicity stunt.
Mm.
What if it's one on his behalf and it made people want to go grab his book now?
And it seemed
Mm.
like she knew. She kind of felt it, like you were saying, Kai. You was right. I think she did kind of feel him like detaching himself from her, because
Hmm.
she had when she had did that prayer with her daughter. It seemed like she was trying to, like, make amends a little bit.
Yeah, because like in the Bible, it tells you to pray in secret. So why are you filming yourself and then it gets posted on social media? You know. What about the Remy Ma and Papoose situation?
Ooh, child.
Baby.
Did y'all hear what he
Mm-mm.
said? Can I play
Yeah.
what he
Mm,
said? I'm
mm,
not gonna play
mm.
it on the video. I'm gonna just play the audio.
Yes.
Cause some people probably didn't hear it, so they're not gonna know what the hell we talking about. Um,
Y'all fellas, tell us what you think about this scenario Queen finna play. Matter of fact, it was a rap battle, right?
it was a rap battle, and he went in. His name is Geach Gotti. Here it is. Let me get to when they. We're more comfortable with, so he did decide to show up. This boost was that on though. You know this ain't right. You know this ain't right. Come on, y'all know this ain't right. Y'all know this ain't right. Remy, you are up here supporting the victim. We done had 6 Chrome events. 6 Chrome events. Papoose was at all of them. How come he ain't at this one?
Mm, mm.
Don't worry about it. Why he ain't at this one? Why we ain't in New York? Why we ain't in New York? Because the last time there, your husband punched on him. So you actually bring it to where he more comfortable at. So if he did decide to show up, this weirdo can have the ups on him.
Mm, mm, mm.
Hey, yo, Gotti, you ain't getting booked there again. You ain't getting booked there again. So if he do show up, he can have the ups on him. Man, you fell for real. I hope that operates in your home, your child don't feel. How can you support? How can you protect the nigga that Sony couldn't protect you? Is wild for real. This nigga's a chump. This nigga's a chump. You know he ain't got the heart, fool. Fucking a nigga bitch when you ain't got hands ain't even a smart move. Did y'all hear what he said? Fucking a nigga bitch when you ain't got hands is not a smart move.
Yes.
Wait, say that again. What you say, Queen?
He said fucking a nigga bitch when you don't have hands is not a smart move because Papoose
Yeah.
beat
Oh,
him up when
yeah.
he found out about it.
Mm,
Now
mm,
he's just
mm.
he blowing her up at the rap battle, like putting
Yeah.
it all out there in
Mm-hmm.
everybody's face.
And how she looked, like the whole look on her face, like she could say nothing.
Mm-mm.
She embarrassed that man. That man, if he was messing with someone when she was locked up,
The world
he
never knew
didn't let
about it.
it didn't come out. Yeah, and nobody knew about it.
Child.
I think she should have shown him a little bit more respect if she was going to do something. It's bad
Mm-hmm.
enough you did do something and y'all in the public eye, but you did it right there with somebody in your camp. That's the help. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, why do people sometimes you start, if you decide you're going to cheat or do whatever, you cheat with something less than. Why is that? I don't understand it.
Lust.
Why are you cheating that close to home base?
Or he was probably
Right.
Period.
getting her attention. I mean, it's just a lot of things. Who knows? But now that it's like out there, sure she can turn back. I wish she can turn back the time.
My thing is this: when you have a dude that stayed by you, I thought she was down 8 years, in total, but shit, even 6 years. You had somebody roll the whole 6 years with me and marry you while you locked up, like shit.
Kept
That should
her
have been
name
your time.
alive. Kept her
Yeah,
name
Mm-hmm.
alive and everything. Yeah.
that should have been
And
the
a
turn
dude at
on.
that. Most dudes they don't do all of that. Well, you was down, I needed to fulfill my needs.
Right.
Girl,
98% of men wouldn't have did that. Yeah.
hell
Public or no
no.
public, they wouldn't have did it.
I would have said 99.9 when it did it.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
And
Not
then
like
no
that
matter
one.
what, he always like he kept her name alive. Papoose always act like he adores her. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's just I don't know. It was like the look of black love that you would want to be
Experience.
compared. Yeah, be
Mm-hmm.
compared to versus the Will and Jada movement. It was like the exemplification of black love. Like shit, Papoose was solid. Shit.
I don't even
He
want to talk
was. He
about
was
Will and
solid. He was
Jada,
solid. I
man.
ain't never hear him in no cheating scandal or nothing.
Hell
Yep.
no.
Yep.
Is that my
Why
phone?
we echoing?
Is that me echoing?
All of us.
I'm gonna mute my mic.
Yep.
Is it you?
I'm not echoing no more.
NC, say something.
It might have been NC because
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear
yeah,
you. NC.
it's NC. Because when you just said NC, it was echoing when she opened her mic.
She might have both her phones open at the same time.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a lot of relationship stuff going on because you got Krishan rocking Blueface as usual.
But you know what, Queen? I feel like she was gonna have to let the guy see his child eventually. You know, I'm not one of them. I'm not a bitter baby mama. Like keep the baby away and under her. It's in her hometown. It's under her terms and conditions at this point. I hope she's not foolish enough to go anywhere outside of Baltimore with him.
But what the public is saying, what the spectators are saying is that she took a picture with Blueface and the baby while he was sleeping. And when he woke
Right.
up, he was like, Krishan took this picture while I was sleeping. Oh, well, or something like that. Like, but he was still trying to clean it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she posted the picture to get at Jaden, the baby mother, and they're just going back and forth. He's jumping from house to house, playing house around the Rosie and shit. And he just doing what he want to do. And listen, if they're gonna be doing this, they might as well just be how you call it,
Sister wives.
poly, whatever the
Mm-hmm.
fuck. Shit, both of y'all got
Mm-hmm.
them.
Yeah.
So my thing is this: he was gonna have to see the baby eventually, and it was like all he was doing was making rants about her and this baby since the baby been born. So let him get his rocks off by going to see the baby. Now Krishan has to be, hopefully, should be smart enough to see what the fuck he got going on. He wanted to see the baby, but at the same time, I feel like he don't even want Jaden Alexis for real, y'all. She just that
He
person.
don't
That's
Just
want
how I
neither one
feel.
of them.
it's
Right.
just somebody you can always fall back to because this will be the one that never go nowhere because she
Mm-hmm.
been dealing with it for so long.
He's a narcissist. So what he's doing is he wants to be able to do whatever he wants to do to both of them,
Right.
and
When
Yeah.
he wants to do
they're
it and put
both
it out in the
enabling
public.
him.
Yep.
So do you think? So do you think she should have let him see the baby?
Yeah, she should have let him see the baby, but her taking the picture and putting it up there is her trying to get at Jaden. Because look, he with me now. You understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm. You thought he
So
was gonna
Queen, let's
forever
talk
be
about our
away
Queen.
from you.
Y'all know I like to play the devil's advocate. So you don't think she just wanted her lit back after she was on the internet talking about she was gonna take her baby from her?
Yeah, she wanted to look back, but I'm saying like you creating karma now again. Because neither one
Mm-hmm.
of y'all is right when y'all do it. So he gonna eventually go back to Jaden, and then Jaden gonna be doing the same shit again to you. So
Right.
it's like a
Just going
merry-go-round,
round and around.
Yeah.
Yep.
right?
And that's the part because I don't think either one of them realizing that as long as you continue to let him go in and out, and it's gonna be like that forever. He's not gonna ever stop it. He's not because he enjoying it.
J-Ski said it don't sit right with him that she named her son Krishan Jr., but her name is a unisex name, and being that Blueface was
Mm-hmm.
acting up at the time, I think that she was kind of being spiteful, like "fuck you, I can raise my son by myself. I'll leave you out. You don't want to be a part of it, then you don't have to be." Because
I'm
he was saying some real disgusting stuff when she was pregnant, though.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, even the bullshit he talking about he was gonna take her baby, that right there would probably make me not want him to be fucked up with my kid. But
And saying it wasn't his at one time.
How about this? All the stuff that he been saying, period, about her throughout her pregnancy, before that, you know, why would you go back to that? You weren't
Because
even
she
there
wrapped
for the
up in that
birth, so why do you
narcissism.
care?
She wrapped up in that narcissistic game. It's psychological emotional abuse. It's
Yeah.
taking advantage of someone's love for you. You understand? And
Mhm.
she's deeply in love with Blueface. She is. She's in love with him, and so is Jaden. Jaden been with him 10 years. That was her first boyfriend. She's not willing to let him go. And Krishan is head over heels too. So that's why he got his cake and he eating it too. And they going at each other instead of looking at him and what he's doing. And then
Yeah, and
anytime
on
he
top
goes
of
to
that,
the
he's
other
not
side,
even
he
cute.
starts. Yeah, he starts trashing. Like first when he was with Jaden, he was trashing Krishan. Now he with
Mhm.
Krishan, he trying to say Jaden never supported him. Like you was just saying Jaden was the best shit you ever had.
Her and her weird looking butt that he bought.
looking like the letter P.
Man, I was like, he kept showing it on video. I'm like, bro, it don't even look cute, bro. Why you keep showing that?
What do you think about a blue faced mom?
I
A
think that she
clown.
need. I think she need to go somewhere and shut the fuck up. Pardon my
That's
language.
right.
I
Like
seen
why
Yeah.
is you all in their business?
I seen where Blueface brother was talking about how the mama put him out and then wasn't really believing in him when he first started trying to do the rap. And his music is garbage, like for real. But
He
um,
said that the only thing that Clarissa taught him was how to eat, stuff, female stuff.
I mean, this is what the brother was saying. Like as soon as he started making some money, then she wanted to come back like she was all this supportive mom. And I'm like, damn, she make it seem like she was the mom of the year. But
The
now
book.
she
Go ahead, Kaya.
But now it's like now she want to trash Jaden because he out there with Brock, and I'm just like she need to get out their business for
And
real.
she was trashing Roxanne. Oh yeah, he not gonna jeopardize his family to come over there. You knew that he was with somebody. Now she's just a clout chaser, and she's not playing a good position as an older woman in this situation. She's not playing a good position at all.
And
Well, she was just sitting over there saying who she slept with. So I mean, come on, lady. What's wrong with you? Have some class.
She has zero class. She has zero.
and my
You
thing
talking
is,
about
I said Krishan Rock, she way younger than his mama, and she act like she have a little bit more maturity than his mama do. Because I'm like, bitch, you supposed to be the grandmama. You supposed to be trying to get them to sit down and be able to talk about it because they are children involved.
mm-hmm.
No, she jumps from side to side because Krishan is the bag. Krishan is making all of them money. Jaden, Blueface, Clarissa, the brother and the sister. Krishan making all of them money.
Mm-hmm. It's
Even
true.
her saying she renegotiated her contract and set up her bank account to where he wasn't having access. She need to understand that's why he trying to weasel his way back in because he know the baby a bag now.
Mm-hmm. He even got her because he said she didn't put my baby with a whole YouTube page and not YouTube, IG page. He got a million some followers. All he saw was dollar signs. Like, hold up.
That's a narcissist for you. When the grass get
Mm-hmm.
greener on the other side, then that's where they're going.
I don't know if this will ever make it a Christian rock, baby. Take your baby IG and turn around, set it up in a trust fund so your baby will be straight when he 18. Right.
Hmm.
Speaking of, y'all, why Yella on here with Mama Lynn? Oh my God.
He on there with who?
Mama, what's her name? Mama Lean. Lean, his baby mama. He
What they
have her
talking
with
about?
him all the time. Nothing. He just driving around, and he always showing her in the camera. Like, y'all thought you. To me, it's always like y'all thought y'all was doing something. Here she go, right here. Kind of thing.
It be the little
Child.
goofy ass stuff like that, and see that people can't take them in the push and peace movement serious.
Right, right. And you know what? And I was about to put something up on my page, and I'm still debating on if I'm gonna do it or not because I told y'all that I saw Billy, and he was just going clean in like F this, F that, forget this, I'll slap this person in their face. And he's quoted Lil Mister and all this other stuff. I was like, bro, hell, he was going off, you know.
So you feel like if you post that, you throwing a wrench in the peace movement, kind of like.
No, it's not even that. It's just because I had a little bit of commentary to go before, what he said. But it's just like when you start thinking about peace in Chicago, right? I think we were talking about this before that we need to have people that are, stronger in the movement to help bring, some of these um, kids and people that are less likely to become part of the peace movement. You need somebody big in order to bring them together, right? So
Mhm.
um, it's kind of like with J Main, people look at the funny part of it, but they like he a joke, and Tay would have been one, but now he connected with J Main. And now, they be trying to put a little Reese into it, but he kind of shying away from all of that. How you play too much or whatever, get your goof ass out of here, kind of thing. And then you got Yella, and whenever they start pressing him, then he like, I'm from 73rd, so I don't know what y'all talking about. It's kind of like, are y'all playing? Are you doing this just to, try to, you know, kick up dust? What are you doing? Like Zoo was talking about it too, and he said how he would, love for it to be peace, no women, no kids movement, right? But he was like, he not about to come to the table with no goofy. And
Mhm.
he done said it several times, so it's not like, this was just a one and done. He has said it several times that he'll come to the table, but just not with no goofy.
They had a little momentum at first, but when people
It's like it's
started
turning
putting
into a
ego,
joke though.
yeah, when they start putting their ego into it, that's when they started messing up the energy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but
So
I hope
instead
it
of them
still
saying
works
they from this block or that block or that faction or that faction, they should be just like
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Chicago and I stand for peace. This
Well,
where they
cause like for me, it's like if if Mimo and Ruga really really come together, okay, and like if they do a song and or something, and actually show that they out here trying to come together. I really feel like that will be a big push only because they lost brothers. This is not your friend, somebody you knew from the beginning. This is your actual brother. Both of them lost brothers to it. And they're from both sides. And if they can come together, and try to bring some peace to Chicago, I think it'll be bigger than what like J Main and Tay. I mean, it's a step, but if you saw when J Main and Tay first came through, and Tay 600 was like, I don't know, this one, somebody gotta die. Some of y'all cool, but some of y'all gotta die. I was like, damn.
I was like that too. I was like, what the fuck you mean? Like, we still on that
Well,
type of shit?
but that's what I'm
I just want.
saying. So like, and I thought that he would have been more chill. But somebody said on I forget what was it that I was listening to, and they were saying that Tay 600 just happy to be back with his crew. So now he like 1 foot back into the street stuff. So I don't know how true that is, but that's just what I heard on one of
I don't know because
somebody's live or something.
I was on one of his lives on IG and he was like, I got I got my blick and we outside, you know. Don't think I don't
Mhm.
have my and I'm just like, damn, I thought he was trying to be low key, but he was outside. You know,
Right.
just,
That
and
day when
then
he was arguing with Ruger, he was outside. He
and
was
that's
out there
the
on the block.
and that's the thing, like on some of these IG lives that I be seeing when I be like, nah, I don't be wanting that on my channel to look like I'm helping to fuel the beef between,
Right.
Mhm.
I'm very conscious of that. Like if I think
Mhm.
like it's gonna fuel something, or if it was sore that somebody would take it away, I don't be wanting. That's why I kind of really shied away from posting too much of that,
Mhm.
and I limited it to when they was talking about the peace movement. But because I always felt like some of those bloggers was feeding the beef. Like every time it was starting to die out, they would come out and find any little thing to say that somebody was sneak dissing somebody or somebody was going at somebody.
Mhm.
I
Or
remember when Swiping Cairo was on live, and I screen recorded. I had told Nene I screen recorded, and she was like, "You gonna post it?" And I was like, "Nah," because if
Me
it's
too.
really,
I did not post.
I was like, I didn't want
Not
to have
post.
no parts to it. Then
I
I
did not
seen Chris
post it.
Paulo. I directed traffic to Chris Paulo page. I was like, Chris Paulo got the whole live up. Y'all go to his page and subscribe. Like shit.
Mhm.
And I just
But
ended
you
up
know
just
what? I don't think it matters though, Queen. It's kind of like, it won't matter if you put it out there. Oh, sorry, y'all. It won't even matter if you put it out there or not. People hear it. They know what's happening. They watch each other. It's weird sitting up here, when you watching somebody's live and you see they ops pop up and then they might say something and be like, "Oh, look at your bitch ass," on my, kind of thing. And it's weird. They know what each other's saying. So you putting it out there, it's not, I
I
don't
know,
think that
but
it's
it's just
more of
like
hurting it because they know that they doing it already.
I understand, but it's just me and my weird way of thinking because I felt like the internet was responsible for it going that far anyway,
True.
and I just don't want to be a part of that.
that's
I don't
that's
knock
how
nobody
exactly
else
how I
for
felt
doing it,
too.
but I just can't do it. Me
Hmm.
myself, I can't do it.
Chris
Right.
Paulo, I know you had it on your page, baby, on Swipe Live after the fact. I was like, Chris Paulo got the whole live up. I mean, I still got the
Hmm.
live in my Google
Hey, street code.
That street code,
street code. What's that word? I just didn't want to be one of the ones that put the live up because I don't want to be one of those ones like, oh, they help keep up the
Hmm.
bullshit. I don't want to be labeled as one of them. You know, I'm
cause
still finding my way on what I want to post on my page. It's like, okay, I don't want it to always be about Chicago. Let me start seeing what's going on in Florida and let me post this right here. You
Right.
know,
Right.
so
And it's like, too, it's a lot of people, we talked about that before too. Chicago was hot. So a lot of people were posting Chicago even
Chicago still
when,
hot though. NC.
well, I know, but I'm saying it was a lot of people posting Chicago and, and sometimes they didn't even know what they posting. They
right,
don't realize what they're posting,
right. They don't
right?
even care to do
And
the research.
right. And the people that live here, we're like, oh no, they talking about so and so. Oh no, they talking about, and that's kind of like the difference when you see people from Chicago posting Chicago shit. You kind of know what they talking about. You know who
Right,
they talking about. You know the path. You know the background of what they talking about. Oh yeah, that was so and so or whatever. So you kind of get it, but like you were saying, Queen, some of it is people do not know. They don't know what they're posting. And sometimes they put stuff out there and they can be misconstrued because you don't realize what you're posting and when you're posting it.
fact. And that's something
So
I'm proud that I never did.
right.
That's why, like my I want to say most of my like Chicago videos, it don't really be about no conflict. Like with Mimo, and now if I get on Mimo, a lot of people like, oh, here come the bloggers. I be like, oh, I wonder if he's talking about me. But
Hmm. Right. Because it was funny because Eddie Kane, man, when I first started it, they was on his ass like, oh, here you go, you gonna
Who
be
oh,
was
on
on his
you gonna
Who
be
was
YouTube.
on
on his ass?
YouTube?
Who was on his ass and see?
Everybody too.
Everybody,
They
yeah.
used to be on him like,
They was
man,
like, you
you
finna be
gonna
on
be on
YouTube?
YouTube.
Yeah.
They used they was like, oh, Eddie came in here. Oh no, better shut up, dog.
But
It
my
used to be
thing is
some of everybody saying that.
when I be seeing Mimo, it's like when that shit on because I want them to show them having fun outside of the war in Chicago. Like he getting ready to take a shower, and I thought that shit was funny. I was like, I'm gonna put this up on my page. Or
That
even when he
fool
went to my
always.
yeah, even when he went to Miami, and shit, I have a whole nother video where they were jumping in the water. I was like, all right, y'all gonna fool around. One of them sharks gonna get y'all ass jumping in the
Hell
water.
yeah, you don't realize, but
I
he,
fucks with
it's,
Mimo though. I fucks with Mimo. The reason why I fuck with Mimo is because I'm watching him transition
mhm,
from being in the full throttle of drilling to turning into a man.
mhm,
He one of the
mhm.
few that made it out that last era of
Mm-hmm.
drill where so many have died before our eyes or whatnot. So yeah, you be like hoping he make it. So Mimo, if you see me on your live, I ain't trying to get nothing that's making you incriminate yourself. Have fun, dog. Have fun.
See, most times Mimo be on there singing, and he wake up in the morning, he got his bonnet on, he brushing his teeth. I be like, bro, he sit up there messing with pulling his dreads down to see how long they are. He had me crying. He woke up one day and he was about to do his routine and forgot to take his glasses off. He's like, oh no, no, hurry, let me take this off. Y'all not gonna roast my ass. I said, he
I
said
fuck with
he
Mimo.
be forgetting sometimes that he said he been wearing glasses for a long time and he be forget. He had me crying. I was like, it's really it goes back to that argument that it's not all about drill.
Yeah.
And it's true. It's not all about these people have other things going on in their life than just out here popping somebody. And I mean, sometimes depending on, what's going on in the city, you can put that stuff out there and people be like, oh, look at this motherfucker right here. You know what I'm saying? But it'll be funny. But other
That's how I
people,
used to
all they
feel.
want to hear is the bad stuff. And it's not always bad.
I saw a
Yeah.
video where they had stopped in the middle of the street at the red light
Hmm.
and they was dancing and this little midget got out the car. I was crying.
Uh,
I was crying. I
honey,
posted that shit.
I'm going to tell y'all, just like this weekend for Mexican independence, child, they didn't have Chicago all a mess. Oh, that's funny. Everything shut down. I think I was talking to you about this point. They even shut down everything. They was downtown was off limits. They had people in front of I forget which hotel it is downtown. They have like it's like a shelter, like these arches of steel, but it has glass on it for like the
Mhm.
bus shelters. They got up there and was jumping around up there with their flags. I'm like, bro, if that stuff break, all y'all messed up. Every last one of
Mm-mm.
y'all.
So okay, for Juneteenth, do they shut down? But
It kind of depends. It depends because, like, this is for me. This has been like the worst Mexican Independence Day. It's been like the worst weekend. It wasn't really this bad before, but Juneteenth it was bad, but it wasn't like the very first one when they was looting and all of that stuff. I was like, Lord, it's just you never know when it's gonna pop off, and that's the thing. And it's weird watching video, when they showing like live streams and stuff on the internet. You see
mhm.
people running when they were doing the looting. You downtown in Bloomingdale's, you coming out with coats and shoes and purses and everybody got on their they got on their what's those things called? The poo shiesty.
The
Y'all
push
got
up,
on
yeah.
y'all poo shiesties trying to, cover your face and stuff. Yeah, it's a mess.
Black man said, I respect Mimo because he's his own man out here. That's why I respect him too, man.
Hmm. That's true, Black man. He's his own man. He not trying to play around with people and what they say. He'll call you a goofy in a second, even his homies. He don't care
Mhm.
about none of that stuff. He don't follow the beat of anybody's drum but his own. and you should
I
respect that.
I kind of had a newfound respect for him he when he mentioned to Mama Duck like about the dissing Duck, you know,
Mhm.
and he was
That's
like,
when
you
I
know,
saw he was changing.
when he was
Mhm.
like, you know what it feels like because he lost a brother, and you know
Yep.
that hurt it. That hurt is that hurt.
Right.
He
And
said
I
he
want
saw
to
his mother
know.
crying over his brother, and he ain't like that, so he know how I feel. And
Mhm.
that's what him and Ruger was saying that the mothers Ruger mother and Mimo mother hugged each other and was crying about their
Mhm.
sons dying in this war. So I mean, if people don't want to respect what FYBJ Maine is doing, which I think is good, he's just trying to do it the way he know how.
Right.
If they could do that, if you want to have something to reference for why you should have peace, why can't it be that?
But see, my only thing with Jermaine is, being the outside looking in, right? So you don't know what kind of conversations they're having outside of the internet. Okay.
Hmm.
But from our outside looking in, you see J Main, yeah, he trying to push peace, he coming in with stuff with the skits and all of that other stuff, right? But then you see him sometimes and he be saying stuff like he'll say stuff about Yella and it's a little like sneak this and a little bit. Then Yella come
Yeah,
and be
because it
like,
was a
man,
little
F him.
confusing when he said that about Yellow Baby Mother. I'm like, why would you say that?
Right. And he keep bringing it up about the baby mamas. And I'm like, bro. And Yellow was like, I know you ain't talking about, you not talking about this baby mama. He kept showing lean. And I'm like, y'all doing too much. It kind of gets confusing and muddled a little bit because you can't keep it focused on, hey, let's push this piece, right? Quit playing around with it. If you're gonna push the piece, push the piece. And the more you keep, throwing it out there and putting it out there, then maybe people it'll catch on at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Is
because
both of them out of Chicago?
Huh?
Is both of them
yeah,
out?
Yeah.
I
yeah,
think
even
they really it's really going to take people that's inside of Chicago to push the peace.
Yeah, but I don't think the people in Chicago are gonna do that. You too busy, looking over your shoulder to see who coming. And that's part of the reason too that some of these people here not listening because they saying, you don't live in Chicago no more. Yeah, you were here and you were part of, the ruckus when it was, back then, but you're not a part of it anymore. And that's what Billy was saying. He was saying, I'm in Arizona. He kept saying that. No, I'm not
yeah,
no
but you in
no, I'm in
Arizona, but
Arizona.
you still trying to keep this separation thing going. Like
Mhm.
you're not helping
Mhm.
it, even if you're not in the state. It's the vibe. It's the vibe. Like
Mhm.
it don't have to be location. It could be the. I understand what y'all saying though, but the same way we could say they not in Chicago to push peace, they not in Chicago to push beef, and nobody questions that when they not in Chicago. If they say something, they say something. Nobody cares where they at.
Mhm.
I think
If
like
they
when they
don't like
say
it, they
something,
don't like it. So why they can't do the same thing with the peace?
I think it's more so with the beef part of Queen. So many people have lost people on both sides.
Mhm.
It's it's a sensitive topic. You say you diss my loved one, I diss your loved one, and you got the ones that still in the city and they reacting off emotions, and
But
then
you
the
know
ones.
what too? Like it's just like you're saying though, it's just more emphasis on Chicago because, like, Queen and I had these conversations all the time, like New York and Chicago. It'd be like electric, the vibe here and the vibe in New York is something big, it's something huge, right? When it's going right, but when it's going wrong, it's going terribly wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we sit over here talking about how this drill culture and you can't really bring people together because they lost too many folks, both sides,
Mhm.
all sides. But when you think about what just happened in Florida, it's kind of like the same thing, but that's kind of like on a grander scale. You sitting over here talking about, you talked about my mama going to the sky and I came and killed your mom. What kind of
Mhm.
mess is
They're
happening
taking
here?
it to the next level now. They taking it
Right,
to the next level.
Right. And like these people here, it could have been a time, but I don't remember too many times where I'm gonna just go kill your mama because I can't get to you. You know what I'm saying? Now
I'm
you
not
done
gonna
sat
say
up
that
here
wasn't
and shot.
happening. It was happening, but in this culture with the drill shit, it's bad enough they going after each other because what people saying on the song or some shit.
No,
But
yeah,
then
but I'm saying
on
I don't know of a time here that it
mm,
was, like too many times where they would have said, you know what, you said something about my mama, so I killed your mama. Not no direct stuff like that. But
yeah, I
you
understand
have
what you're
people out
saying.
here
I'm just
spraying
saying
down and doing stuff like that. You getting innocent people. That's happening
right.
all
I'm
over
just
the
saying,
place.
like it was. I'm just saying, I'm looking at it not just from a Chicago perspective.
Yes,
I'm looking at
exactly.
it from a street perspective. Like in the streets,
Hmm.
yeah, it could happen that somebody's mother will catch it because of something their son did. But they
Hmm.
online doing it like you said this about my mama, so I'm gonna go kill your mama, and then the mother and the friend got killed. Then the other people mama got killed. Like this is just too fucking much now.
Right, and that's the part
Everybody's
that
gonna
gets
try
me.
to
Like,
outdo Chicago to say that they
right,
really drilling. You
yes,
feel me?
but that's what I mean. Like you, like that. What was they got? Where were they at when the guy they went and killed his grandparents? Where was
Uh,
that at?
in Mobile, Alabama.
Yes. So what kind of mess
Honeycomb
is
Oh,
brazy.
that?
but girl, NC. But when I tell you, they that shit was crazy over there in Mobile for a minute
Yes.
behind him killing his grandparents. Like, and
Y'all talking
Mobile,
about honeycomb brazy?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Mobile, baby, Mobile is a different type of crazy.
It is. And
No,
that's the part that, like, Chicago don't know nothing about that. I mean, like, here, you got, like,
and the thing about
people.
that was the grandparents were supposed to be off limits because they was respected in their neighborhood, like in where
Right.
where they lived. That was called the Hill, right?
Hmm.
And wasn't nobody supposed to had touched, despite what they had going on with Honeycomb Brazen, when nobody supposed to had touched them.
Hmm.
And when I tell you, like, some of my friends, they was like, if y'all don't have to come to Mobile, don't come over here right now. They spinning the block like crazy over Honeycomb grandparents. Like, it's
Yeah,
like that.
because that's unheard of. That's insane. Like, who who does that? Who comes after
They
some
said
old
they was.
people?
They
Like,
said
what
they
is
was
wrong
shooting
with you?
shooting inside of the house, and something that they ignited by them shooting in the house set the whole house on fire and burnt them up, y'all. Burnt the
Yeah.
grandparents up.
But why you
Yes.
think he went to jail in Mobile? Because he had left Mobile. And
Girl.
he had went to Texas because he was signed to rap a lot.
And this is the kind of stuff that just makes it really scary. So like when you think about the little boy that got shot in the head because you couldn't get to the daddy, so you gonna go ahead and lure him into the alley. We were outraged. What is you talking about? What? A
Mm-hmm.
little
Yeah.
boy? You gonna lure a little boy into the alley and shoot him in the head? What
Mm, 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 mm.
mess is that? What kind of we? When I say Chicago was outraged, it was insane. Like even like some of the little gang members was like, "Oh no, this some because the story came out like that. What would make you do come after a little? It's a difference when you shooting blind or whatever. You shoot into a crowd and you hit a kid. Lord forbid, right?
Hmm.
But for you to take a kid, play with him, lure him into the alley and shoot him, that's
What happened to the people
beyond
that did that? Did
insane.
they go to jail?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
but I mean, you should have got. Well, Lord,
With
I'm not
Tasha,
gonna
what's his
say
name?
that.
Tyshawn Lee.
Right.
Yeah. I thought that was so sad. Even the little yummy story. And then I see
Right.
DJ You finna interview the the
He
alleged
he
killer.
did. He interviewed them. It's up there.
It's up.
Hmm.
I told y'all I ain't been on YouTube for real, for real.
Yeah,
But
it's up there. I was listening to it this morning.
And when that guy got shot at the McDonald's, when they shot up his 7-year-old daughter at the McDonald's, and they say he used
Yeah.
her as a shield or whatever, they was getting
Hmm.
ready to get at his ass. They ain't like that shit either.
Right.
Did he really use her as a shield?
I don't know, but the way he was talking, like, yeah, I do anything for the gang, and everybody was calling him a stupid ass goofy, when he said that.
When he talked about it on what's his name? What's the blogger's name?
Was he on Say Cheese?
No, what's the old boy's name that we was just talking that Mama Dove was talking about that he said that he was he said she struck his page.
Oh,
Oh,
X-Men
X-Men
Rico?
Rico.
Yes, he was with him, and he had talked about um that the little girl was in the back and he couldn't get to her. That's what he said. That she was in
Mm-hmm.
the back seat and he couldn't get to her with all the bullets and he saw her and she was, yelling for him.
Oh my
That
God.
was just sad.
It made me think about when
Terrible.
FBG Duck, when he made the comment that he don't take his kids out in public. Whatever they do, they got to
Right.
do it in the house.
And
You
we
know.
say that all the time. If you know that somebody looking for you, why would you take your kids outside? Why are you riding in the car with your girl? Why are you riding in the car with your parents? I couldn't be in an area with my loved ones, because you never know what these people are doing. You
Mhm.
That's
never
what
know.
Bo Dill was screaming about the other day when he was
Yeah,
going off. And
I
I
was.
felt every word that he said because that's the way I be feeling.
Cause I'm
Do you
trying to
think
think
he's
of.
respected enough on all sides for people to sit down with him and talk about the piece?
He tried to before. He tried to
Mhm.
before. Before
I'm
Mhm.
saying,
everybody died. He tried to do it before Duncan Vaughn died.
but
Mhm.
but I'm saying with the ones that's left now, where you have like Zoo and you got Driller and
I think he
K
is.
K600, whomever else.
I think he's
Mhm.
respected enough. I
I
think
know.
I think now would be a better time than it was before. Like I think the momentum is there now for everybody who is respected to get together and try to make that happen.
Okay, so what you think about Glorilla and 5-Year Forum throwing up the GDK sign?
Oh, get some.
Oh, get
Okay.
the hell out of here with that bullshit.
Cause didn't he make that song with Vine?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So when he was here, you would have thought he was a BD. I mean, for real. The
He
way
need
Mm-hmm.
he
to
was,
stop doing that, and he need to stay out their business trying to keep that
but
shit
he
going.
got Glorilla doing that. She don't know what the hell she doing. She do
Come on
Yeah.
not
now.
know what the heck she doing.
That's real disrespectful, especially when you see that everybody's trying to talk peace now. Like that's played out. Why would you want to start doing that again? Like, is that how you getting your check?
Cause to me it's like beef sales and they try to keep the beef up, beef going.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
and I just happened to see. I know I seen was it Chicago Rares or the Chicago Hits page, and he was like a bunch of goofy on IG. I was like, damn. And I thought she really on them throwing the GDK sign or whatever, you
I'm
know.
glad he said that. I'm glad he said he was goofy.
And then I just seen somewhere where they said she apologized for it, but shit, you can
No,
apologize
but you
for
should
it.
think about that shit. Did somebody just get shot up at your concert?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is wrong with y'all?
It's I don't know.
And they make
It's a
it bad
weird
for
time.
themselves because then people is not gonna want to have these people performing in their arenas,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all ain't gonna make no goddamn money. Y'all gonna really kill hip hop with this bullshit.
And if you
Yep.
really know it or not, y'all don't make the money behind the albums. It's behind the performances. So
Cause you see the
Yep.
guy CEO Jizzle, he's suing the forum in Memphis. He's suing them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
these people is going to take that serious. You just also had something happen when Dirk was in Chicago on the west side at that forum, and that shooting happened. Like people is not going to want to book these people in their establishments anymore,
Yep.
especially if they're going to be getting sued.
uh, Hell yeah, because what's his name? Travis Scott, they got a big ass lawsuit against him about that concert he did.
Yep.
Yeah, he deserved to get drained of every penny for that.
Uh, that shit looked so sinister to me.
It was. And then he was
Oh
up there
yeah.
chanting at that. The kids were saying he was up there chanting. The kids were saying that.
Yeah, I heard it. It was they said it felt like he was being suffocated at that concert.
Mhm. But that's the thing. They were saying that his concerts always go like that. So that's how his concerts are.
Yeah, but
And
it was people trying to tell him that people was dead and they did not stop the concert.
hmm
Like I don't know if people died before, but people was actually dead and they was telling them that.
hmm hmm
Did y'all finish watching that video I sent you about the man in South Florida who was HIV positive, raping these boys?
Yeah.
Child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I've I've been trying to see if I can find the story
I
because
don't
they
know what's
said
wrong with these people.
yeah, because from what the Polk County sheriff was saying is like it has happened multiple times, and it's just like the only time he really got caught. So I was like, wait a minute, how the fuck this happened multiple times, and this the only time y'all was able to catch him? Like he infecting these boys with HIV, and they probably got girlfriends, so they probably infecting with HIV. Probably
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
making babies that's being born infected with HIV. Like saga
See?
continue.
And
I don't
over here,
know.
there was a 2-year-old baby that died in the daycare center from ingesting fentanyl in the goddamn daycare center, y'all.
In New York?
Yes,
What?
in the Bronx.
I think I heard about that.
Was
Hmm.
that the one where they said the mama accidentally switched it with? No, you said a daycare. I
The
seen somewhere where
daycare
mama
center.
had put it in the baby bottle.
Yes, I heard
How
that
the
too.
hell you put fentanyl in a baby bottle?
I don't know, like Queen.
Didn't they say it was something like she was trying to quiet the
What?
baby down or something? Was that it?
That might have been. I just happened to see it. I didn't ever go back to the story, but I was like, oh my gosh, they putting fentanyl in baby bottles. Like you trying to put the baby to sleep forever? Like what the fuck wrong with y'all?
Right. What is wrong? But see, that's if you on drugs, you don't be paying attention to like what's
These
real.
whores be slow. Babies.
But look, this is the story that I was trying to tell y'all about.
Cause what
Not
the
to go
hell?
back to babies being killed, but when they say that babies, women and children should be off limits, right? And if you
Mm-hmm.
see a person with their kids, you're supposed to give them a pass. Remember, Duck talked about that. This
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
guy, and I was like, I know it was a while back. So it was 2013, and he was changing his daughter's diaper. He was standing outside the car changing the daughter's diaper. It was an infant, 6 months old, I want to say. Buddy walks up and starts shooting. The baby got shot 5 times.
Mm.
And
Mm.
he was in critical condition, and at first he wasn't cooperating. I was just like, my God, what you mean? I mean, you trying to get
Oh
street
my
justice? What you trying to do?
god.
I
But
think
he
that's
was
when they be like
changing.
street justice to be in the play if they don't want to cry.
But
Or
this is what I
maybe he
mean by
wanted to
like,
find him. Maybe he wanted to find his ass and kill him himself.
maybe, I don't know, but why you outside? You know they looking for you. Why you outside changing your baby in the car?
Oh
Get a
my
garbage
god, that is
can.
this.
Sit in.
Oh,
He was in, they had like a little van
Put it in the
type
garbage
thing.
can.
And the baby was so cute. Cute little girl. But he was outside, standing outside the van, the baby on the seat, changing the diaper. And Buddy walked up and started shooting.
Oh, that's just like that 12-year-old little girl. I want to say in Lake City, Florida. They showed her video on TikTok of her funeral, and my heart went out to her and her mama. Like she was like, my
All
baby
her
ain't
mama
supposed.
was
Yeah,
screaming. Mm-hmm.
she was like, my baby ain't supposed to be here, and I was so heartbroken for her because like, damn.
A guy just showed me a video from Ecuador how the mother, it was something, some kind of crime happened, the people that did it told the mother, you better not go to the police or something to that effect. And she goes anyway. She leaves her kids at home and goes to the station. She comes back to her house being engulfed in flames, and the kids was in there. They set her house on fire, and all four of her babies died.
Oh, that was the one when she went to go pick up the boyfriend in the middle of the night.
This was in Ecuador.
Ecuador. Oh, I was gonna
Hmm.
say I wanna say it was in New York somewhere where a mother did that. She went and left her kids with the grandparents, and she
Hmm.
went to go pick up her boyfriend from like the bus station or pick him up from somewhere, and she
Hmm.
came back. The house had caught on fire.
Mm.
When the grandparents was able to get out, they didn't know she had left the kids there by themselves. It was like the apartment,
Oh,
and the kids
oh
ended up
man,
dying. Like, imagine
oh
losing all your
man.
kids. And I mean, it's a video of what's this lady named Faith Green? She married the man that killed his first wife and the unborn baby. Her
What?
father was a pastor, yes, and he wrote the letters to,
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
And
Yes, I
killed
do.
them
That was a
kids and killed, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, and tried to
yeah.
kill her.
tried to kill her, shot the oldest two kids in the head, and then he used
Mm-hmm.
the what is it called from the car?
The
Carbon
carbon
monoxide,
monoxide.
carbon
Mm-hmm.
monoxide, and killed
Yeah.
his biological kids. And I'm just like, what kind of, that's a different type of evil.
That's a demonic piece of shit.
And then on top of
Mm-hmm.
that, my thing is, as a mother, how can you marry somebody? They said that she didn't know that he killed the first wife,
Right.
but
She
that
didn't know,
How she
but her
didn't know? And
dad
the
knew.
father was, let me tell y'all this. The father was advocating for him to not get the electric chair and all of that. So he knew the story. So how the fuck did she know the story?
yeah.
Well, that's what they said,
That,
that
but
she
that's what
didn't know,
she was trying
but
to
that
say.
the
She didn't
father
know.
knew. Right.
But
Because he was a
me
part of
being
the
me,
church
as a,
advocating.
how you don't look up the person you dealing with,
You
Well,
know.
ain't ask your father
it's a lot of
what
people
was
that
he in there
don't.
for, that he was fighting for him not to get the death penalty?
Yeah, and even though the father was like a pastor, and I guess he was big on forgiveness, but they say he ended up getting real sick after the kids was murdered, to where he had
Hmm.
like a stroke and a heart attack and all the other stuff, and he probably feels guilty because he helped get this man released from prison, and he turned around, killed all his grandchildren by this one child.
He
Hmm.
fought for him to get out of there. If it matter of fact, he wouldn't have even been out if it wasn't for the pastor.
It's a
Yeah,
true story.
yeah,
It is
and
a
I was
true
just,
story.
I thought that was sad too. And then even when she gave her impact statement, and I was like, shit, I would have just told him, bitch, kill me too. I don't think I could have lived with knowing my one
But
decision.
he had tried to do something to one of them before, and she was still in there with the kids.
I know on the daughter, her name was Cara or Kara, and on her Twitter page, it was like she was saying like she didn't even like being at the house. She just hated it there. It's like a few days up to the day before she got murdered, and I'm just
Mm.
like, damn. It's like she felt something was going on.
And you know what's so fucked up? These kids don't have no doggone control over who their parents decide to bring in the home with them. They got to deal with that shit.
Yeah, it'd be so crazy. It really do. Oh, you see them dropped off.
Yeah, she fell off. She probably be back in a minute.
Yeah, Queen. So
It's so sad. All them stories back to back like that. Fucked up, yeah.
yeah, because like even when I went up and started looking up the other mom that they were saying Psycho Bob had, was dissing,
Hmm.
and I was like, damn, she was like a hairdresser. She
And they
was
killed
going.
her friend too.
Oh, they killed her, the lady Misty friend.
Yep. NC said she backstage.
Okay, so I'm adding
Yeah,
her.
they killed her friend too. The mother, they filmed Misty and her friend got killed. I don't think it was around the same time, but they both got killed for the same reasons, having to do with that beef.
Mhm.
Now the lady on the other side, she gone.
I know on the wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I'm listening. I'm listening. Hold on.
Mhm.
Let me run in the other room.
So I don't see why everybody be still praising the streets. Like none of this stuff to me have to do with the streets. It have more to do with motherfuckers being wicked as hell and evil and
Mhm.
not having no boundaries.
Right.
Don't
Right.
sound
And
like
like I
streets.
said, it's we we as women have, just to piggyback and to go back on what we talk about, we have the power to kind of put an end to some of this though too. Quit letting all of these little knuckleheads run back to your house. If you out here in the street all the time, you don't have no place to go, no place to hide. You think they're gonna be out here drilling like that? I don't think so. I don't think you will because you don't have no place to go. Where you gonna hide from?
Yep, and yeah, and these women ain't innocent either, setting people up and doing
Right,
all that stuff.
right,
They not innocent either. They be playing a big part in these guys going at each other. And I don't think a lot of them is educated enough about the streets to even be in the middle of them things. They just be out there to be hanging out. And people is losing their life behind that shit.
right, right. And some of them don't even realize like what they're doing though too. And it's like if your guy ripping and running in the street, he always coming in hanging out with his little homies, from hanging out with his little homies, pants sagging, he got um, weed and drugs all up in your house. You don't think it's time to make a change
Hmm. And guns
in
and
there
shit
with your
all over the
kids?
place. People putting bullet holes in your door and shit. Like, how
Exactly.
far y'all gonna go with that?
But that's what I mean by we as women, we need to do something to change the narrative too. You can't just sit up here and allow your guy to, rip and run in and out your house. I love him and I like what you say? I like a thug. That's what that. What's her name? Sexy Red. I was like, girl, she don't go and sit down somewhere.
Yeah, and stop setting these guys up and putting these guys against each other. Like, stop doing that
That
shit.
part too. That part too.
What y'all think about that rapper Sexy Red? Because I want to know who the hell gave her a record deal. I just,
Ratchet. Ratchet.
As soon as she said her booty hole, what color her booty hole was,
Right. And she keep putting them down feet
she was on
everywhere.
the
Put
top of the
your feet
world,
up,
honey.
girl.
They
Shit.
done practically kicked Glorilla to the side for goddamn Sexy Red.
And I don't know why, bro.
I
Like,
don't know.
Cause she's more real and she's more ratchet.
well, that she is. 'Cause when D was playing her, maybe D was playing her on his show, and I was like, if y'all and all the guys in the comments, they was sitting up here talking about that. Like, yeah, Sexy Red, she better. I was like, get out of here with
She
that,
better than
man.
what? Because she
Then
do look like
Glorilla,
the baby kids
they was
with
playing
red.
her song with Dirt.
Girl, my daughter be trying to play that bullshit. And I be like, if you don't turn that garbage off my damn
Oh,
radio.
I was so over it. I was like, y'all don't go and sit down somewhere. I was the one in the comments like, no, turn it off. I don't want to hear it.
To see. And then even her interviews, it was like the most romantic thing somebody did for her. And then she's talking about, like, bitch, if you don't sit your little dust ass down somewhere,
And that's the problem, though, too. Like, you sitting over here, you setting an example for some of these little young girls. And they think that's okay to be walking around here with these tight fitting clothes going up your butt crack and your booty hole brown. Like, go get out of here.
I'm talking about they coochie like it's just disgusting.
and then you
Hmm.
be seeing them with the little girls. They have like young kids. They got their children dressing grown with the weaves and wigs on. And I'm like, I seen a little 5-year-old girl, she in the pool. She got a whole freaking weave, her tracks coming up, and then it's just like I don't know. They're making these little kids grown and grown.
They won't let the kids be kids.
Look, they said Glorilla posted, just to go back because it just popped up on my feed, that she thought that he was telling her to throw up his game. She did not know what it meant until after they took the picture.
And really, I mean, Glorilla, she all right, but some of them other girls that be rapping with her, they sound a whole lot better than Glorilla to me.
Girl,
Glorilla, where you
her
been for
voice.
the past
Oh,
5 years? You wasn't watching all these lives, and you wasn't watching all these dudes throwing up GD. I'm 54 years old, and I know what a GD hand signal is. You in the life and in the business, you don't know what a GD symbol is, a GD hand symbol is?
She from Memphis. I'm pretty sure she know what it is.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Now, see, like when D was saying that he didn't know what that was, because he from they got Crips and Bloods there, right? He didn't know what them when they was sending him them GD rakes all in his DMs and stuff. He didn't know what that was. He said it to me like, what is this?
And you know what? Like when I was growing up, I guess what y'all call the race, we used to call it like the pitchforks
Yep,
for
we
for the
called it the
folk nation,
pitchforks back in the
for the
day.
folk.
That is what we
Listen, once
called it
I
back in
see
the
a
day.
hand symbol, I'm gonna ask the person, "What is that?"
Right.
I'm not just gonna throw it up because they throwing it up, especially nowadays. Are you serious? You can't be that slow.
Well, she said she thought he was throwing up his game. So well, why you want to do that?
Why you throwing up his game? Okay,
Right. What
so
you doing that for?
that's just like with us. Like we from the east side, we'll throw up an E for the east side because we from the east side, but it ain't no gang sign. Like you supposed to know what the hell you throwing. I don't know. That shit crazy. 'Cause
Exactly.
ain't no sense of you throwing up a GD or fork or anything if you not even from that area. But especially when it's gang affiliated, I don't really see too many gangs.
Oh,
Not like what's going on in LA and Chicago. I don't really see too much of
they
that.
slow as hell. They slow. Or they lying because you knew what you was doing.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
Memphis just as turned as Chicago. Chicago just in the limelight because of the name
Hmm.
Chirac. Because after they got that name, because it's been killing going on in Chicago. It's just the fact that they named it Chirac. That you like, what the hell really going on in Chicago? Because that's really what made me start looking at Chicago. They was like Chirac. They had more killers in Chicago than they did in the Iraq for the year like 2000 and something. And I was just like, damn, what the fuck they got going on over there? Like, you know.
Girl. Mm-mm.
But then if you start researching it, that's when I seen where it was a lot of more killings in the 2000s. But they said the 90s were more deadly in Chicago. It was
But
just as many murders.
it was over hustling money. Not to say that that's better,
Yeah.
but it was over money most of the time.
I don't know, y'all. Like I said, I don't think. I mean, I was living here. I didn't. The '90s wasn't as bad as it is now. I just feel like people are going off statistics from other places, and like I told y'all before, statistics are not always correct. They went for a long time. It's been documented that Chicago police was not, putting up all of their crime figures correctly. Like if you get shot and then you end up dying, they're not changing it from, you being shot to being a homicide once until after, the statistics come out. So I don't know. Like in the '90s, we was walking around. We
That was
out
my
here.
argument with SETI
Hey,
because
yes.
yeah, the
Hmm.
statistics say that, but it's not. The statistics is not focused on our neighborhoods. It's not the
Right.
statistics that's coming out. You're looking at the states as a whole. You're not looking
Hmm.
at our neighborhoods. Our neighborhoods is worse than ever. The kids
Right.
can't even play outside no more, yo.
That's what I mean. Like we used to be outside. You could walk around. Like I was telling y'all about Hyde Park. And Hyde Park was, it was so, I don't know, it was amazing being in Hyde Park because it's, mainly a black community. You got many mansions and brownstones and gray stones, and it's full of flavor, right? It's just really nice being there. It's probably like how you felt being in Harlem. It
Mm-hmm.
was a lot of black people. There was not really a lot of crime. It was just a lot of flavor, you know.
Prominent black people.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, and it was just to see it like now. I'm in and out like a bank job. I'm not trying to be hanging
Could it
around.
be
Fucked up.
that it was more structured and whatever the killings back then were more of an organized? They out there
Mhm.
just knocking down whoever, whatever that's in the the crosshairs.
Mhm. Mhm. And it was more structured in. And like I said, it was less of, and Swipe and Hood and them could probably talk more about it, but it everything is so muddled now. It's weird, it's strange. You got BDs and GDs and Cobra, they all in one little thing, and they calling themselves insanes or whatever they call it. I don't know. I'm not a gang member, so I don't know. But it's not just, hey, these are the BDs, these are the GDs, these are the Cobras. You know what I'm saying? These are the new breeds. You don't have that. Everything is all muddled and it's weird. Like J May and a BD, but he hung around all the GDs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What? And they
I never
STL,
thought.
Queen, I got a question real quick. Did you pay attention to the YMW Melly bond hearing?
No, there's so much going on. I didn't.
Me neither. Like I gotta get back on these YouTube
But
streets.
I
I'm
listened
just
to what AK said. AK said it was weird and that they brought up that they may have some type of evidence that YMW Melly had child pornography in his phone. And one
who
said,
trying who doing that? The state?
no, I don't think it's, I don't know. I think it is the state because I don't think his case is federal.
No, it's not federal.
So,
Did you get more time on state in Florida than you would in the feds? Because if they convict him of that murder, he not coming home.
that's what they
No.
said. They said he might get the death penalty or life.
That well, for a fact, if they convict him, he gonna do life without the possibility of parole. And I think they have to rule on the death penalty. I feel like he gonna get the life without the possibility of parole.
That's what you think.
Yeah, we go back to Civil Swipe all lives. I feel like he done. Everybody be thinking because of the circumstantial evidence, and I keep trying to tell y'all they don't have to have a murder weapon for them to
No,
convict
people
you.
people that got convicted for way less.
I'm telling you, I'm telling y'all, when Thomas got killed, they never recovered the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is the state attorney, when Thomas got killed, he got killed on a Saturday. That Sunday, FDLE was out.
Mm-hmm.
Santa Rosa County, the police was out. The fucking state attorney was out. They was like literally all the way up to the day that he went to court. I mean, we had to go to trial. They was out there combing for evidence. Like the state attorney,
Mm-hmm.
she went out there with the detectives. They was like out there.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't ever recover a gun or anything. And I feel like YNW YNW Melly and the rest of them probably threw the gun or track whoever threw the gun in the Everglades. Ain't nobody finna go in the glades with them Burmese pythons and alligators trying to recover no gun.
They sure shouldn't, cause Lord,
You know.
It's a sad day when the kids can't go outside no more. I never thought I'd see the day where I don't see kids outside no more.
it's funny you said that because this morning I was watching, the brothers from Lil Yummy, and he was saying that how times are so different now that them when they were in the gang back then, you could go to all of these places.
Mm-hmm.
You you know, you can go to somebody else's hood probably because you had people over there. You know, it wasn't no thing about, oh, we can't even walk over here, you know, kind of thing. And he said he just felt bad for the kids because you can't be outside. We used to be outside all the time.
And when
They
no
We
fit
used
used
in
to
the
get
house.
they,
outside, be outside.
they used to even make dates like we're gonna meet here and here at this time and get it on.
Yes,
That's what they used to do.
yes. And it's like now you can't, and it's really sad that you know all of our kids now. You know, I always have a running joke in my house. My kids be like, we don't even know how to ride bikes. I'm like, sorry,
To me,
because
it's
we not
more
about to be
cowardly how
outside.
they doing it now because they doing it like
Yeah.
high and they more cowardly than they used to be.
Man, we used to go
Hmm.
outside and skate, do whatever, play baseball.
Yes. You
I
never
would be
even
outside all fucking day, y'all. All
all
day.
day,
Yeah.
all day. They your friends come and get you at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yep,
You be
yep. And
outside
you be
till the
outside.
street
You
lights
check
come on.
in with your mother here and there, and your ass be outside.
I'm trying to tell you, we used to be outside all day,
And
the
don't let it
whole
snow because we was gonna be out there all fucking day. Our mothers would make sure we
yes.
got 2, 3 pair of socks on, the right boots,
Mhm.
the right coat, and we'll be out there playing in the snow all fucking day.
Don't come
Mhm.
in my
And you
house.
right, right.
They'll
You
put
have
the
to take
water
off all your
outside.
stuff so you don't leave all that wet stuff. Leave it
Yep,
all
they,
right
they
there.
got to write everything by the door for you to take your stuff off. What's up,
Mhm.
K Mo?
What's
Hey,
up?
came
What's that
out.
word came out?
But
Hey,
it's just sad. You can't do none of that now. It's
None of
just
that.
annoying.
look, Queen, did y'all mom ever put like y'all water in the freezer, like a jug of water in the freezer, and freeze it up, and then put it outside on the porch so you don't come back in the house? Because when I'm running in and out my door.
Listen, it used to be. Listen, and they didn't even have to worry about you, even if they wasn't home, because the neighbors would look out for you.
Oh
That's
yeah.
right.
And back then, like, especially my grandmama neighbors, they used to tell, like, Kaya had a boy at the house. They waited till
Yeah,
she
they
got
would
off
tell
of
on our
work.
asses. Yeah, we would get told on.
You
I'm
ain't
cutting school.
playing none
Somebody
of
see
that.
me. I saw Renee. It was 1 o'clock. She was at the train station. We don't get out till 3. Yeah, they were telling your ass. But
You
I
had to
miss
come
that. I
home when
would
the
rather.
street lights came on, like, and even when we grew, like, when we grew up in the projects, it was like one part of the projects was more deadly than the other. So
Mhm.
it was like we couldn't go back to the new buildings because that's where they were selling the most dope at and where most shooting was going on at. We had to stay in the other side of the projects where it wasn't as much going on. But even then, one day we was at the
We
park,
knew
and
where to be, where to stay away from.
Mhm.
I
Go
remember one
ahead.
day we was at the park, and me and my cousin was on the merry-go-round, and all I know, I see my mom at the top of the stairs, and she was telling us to run, and we not paying attention to what's going on. They are actually having a shootout out there. Is
What?
and she said all she could see was the bullets hitting the ground as we was running, like we were running, and she could see
Oh
the bullets
wow.
hitting the ground. But even then, we still went like after the fact, we still was able to go
You still
outside.
go outside. It was
Yeah,
an
we was still.
isolated incident.
Mhm. Mhm.
But oh, they whooped that boy ass for doing that shit with the
Yeah.
kids at the park. Like they whooped
Listen,
his
you
ass.
couldn't. You didn't have to worry about the cops. You better be worried about the people in the fucking neighborhood when they catch your ass.
That's a
Yeah.
true story.
And then they used to have like what they call the watchdogs. That let you know when the police coming through, they'd be like, "Here come 999." That was what they used to call them back then.
Mhm.
They used to call them 50 over here.
Yeah,
Yeah. We used to say 50, or when the detectives, you know, be driving around in them unmarked cars, they be like, "Gotta go to Big Boys.
Or you
Big
hear
Boys
somebody
coming."
going,
You be
ooh,
like, "Man."
ooh, or you hear somebody going,
Mhm.
skew. You know that the fucking
Mhm.
cops is coming.
when they say
The
"Here come 9," that
police.
mean the K9 dog was on the way.
Child.
You have to get up out of
Mm.
there.
I miss them days. I really, really miss them days of being. That's why sometimes you see me post like New York City in the 60s or Chicago in the 70s. Like you can see the difference.
Yeah.
LA in the
Absolutely.
80s, you can see the difference.
You know what I was looking at one day, Queen? They were showing about the tranquilizer drug in Philadelphia, and I don't know if there was another one in New York, but that was like this is And I said, "Is this what The Walking Dead was preparing us for?" Because
Yep. And the K2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it literally be looking like a scene from one of the movies. I was just like, these motherfuckers really look like they are zombies walking around.
Mm-hmm.
Because they already knew what they had in their agenda. They don't be predicting shit. They already know what they put out there.
I ain't much
Like
shit
I
though.
told you, they got to tell us what they're going to do. But they do it in subliminal ways.
They hide it in plain sight.
They tell us what they're going to do. But they either put it in a movie, they put it somewhere where we wouldn't really. Well, if you didn't take the CDC serious when they said there was a zombie on watch, then I don't know what to tell you. That's what I was telling people. Y'all ain't see the motherfucking CDC put out a zombie fucking statement?
Hmm.
What?
But you
Like,
know
this
what
ain't the
though?
movies.
When they was talking about the new strain of COVID that was supposed to be coming out, that says it's supposed to be more resistant than the last 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
When
OMC, what up, OMC?
Hey,
what's that word?
happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Remember when
Happy birthday, OMC. OMC, it's your birthday.
when they was having like the little that oil spill up there in Canada with that smoke? I felt like that was the new strain of COVID because it got as far as the Midwest, right?
I
Yes,
told you we had
yes.
ash on our cars.
Yeah, and my friend in Mississippi was telling me she could taste it.
It got
Mm-hmm.
as far down as Mississippi.
Yeah, she said she was tasting it in the air.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy.
So I
But
don't
they
know what
doing
the hell.
something.
I don't be wearing my mask, but I gotta start wearing my mask when I get on the train and shit. But I feel like all the people at my job that got the jizz, they
Hmm.
all had COVID already. I ain't have no COVID.
Look, they say that it is resistant to those who had the injection,
I
Mm.
ain't
and
have it.
they coming up with they finna come out with a new booster for everyone who previously took it. And I'm just like, you know what? No, thank you. I refuse to
Mm-mm.
just inject anything in my body. If I'm gonna have a resistance to it, I'm gonna let my body have a natural defense to it.
Right, like they forcing us. What's up, AZ King?
What's
They
up,
forcing
King?
us to take
Hey,
the flu
AZ.
shot. I gotta take the flu shot next week, but that's as far as I'm going.
When I was taking
I
my
stopped
nursing
with it.
classes, I
Mm-hmm.
when they told us that they can inject you with the live virus or a created virus so your body can grow resistance, and this was like years ago, I would refuse to inject my body with any foreign anything, bacteria,
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm
man-made.
gonna be ready because I'm gonna be having my own resistance, and when they put that shit in for it to develop so I can resist it, it's already gonna be resistant.
Hazy King, you don't have a wrench? Do he got a wrench?
Let me
Mm-mm.
see. Mm-mm. Let me
Um,
not forget my platinum wrench.
yeah, I saw that Irish guy from 702, that BZ. I don't know if y'all remember 702. I don't really want to stay. I don't
Yeah,
really
that's
want
so
to go.
sad.
She passed away. So it's just weird that all these people, she was young. She was only 43, but I did see a picture of her where it looked like she was sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what they said, that she was had a long battle with some sort of sickness, but they didn't say what.
Say something, AZ King, because I thought I just made you a moderator. You're on that busy.
He was
Yeah,
only
I gotta
talking to
look
us,
back
that
up.
busy. He wasn't talking to nobody like outside of us. He was only talking to us.
Cool.
I'm AZ King.
Um,
I didn't wipe you on nobody's channel. I don't know what he's talking about, but I really
No,
haven't. I haven't been modding lately. I know Trench's Politics TV asked me to be a mod on his page.
yeah, he was telling us about that one.
Um,
you came up yesterday.
yeah, I told him he was saying like he wanted us to get on his live, and I told him I was like, not only the latest network. You got to get up there and
Right.
make.
We
You got
doing
to
our
create new.
own thing.
You have to do your personality. I'll go over there to support, but this us. Our
Right.
Yeah,
thoughts,
they
our
think
It,
we
plans,
got
and
some
exactly.
type of
actions.
they think we got some type of magic potion where we could grow people pages. If that's the case, we will be grow. We will have 100,000.
Hey, listen, we've been on some amazing pages.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, come on now.
Come on, don't do this. Please don't. Out of respect for us, like, don't do this, y'all. Please, like, don't do this.
It's Sunday. It's supposed to be a fun day. It's like everybody chilling. We were supposed to be talking raunchy, but we got into grown up conversations, so it didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go. But it was still dope conversation. So,
So we're gonna save the raunchiness
sexy Lexi.
for Alexi.
I really thought she was gonna watch the past, and we could have went more deep into it because you and Queen y'all more reserved. Man, Lexi be on that other stuff.
Hmm
I just be reserved because I don't want nobody coming at me with no sexual talk or that I don't want to come at me. Because sometimes you say things up here and they label you like they give you some type of. They get too comfortable. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then I just be wanting people to know we really some dope ass chicks.
that's it. And it's
Hmm.
like, and we don't involve ourselves in all of this YouTube politics. You know,
Mm.
we fuck with who we fuck with, and it's nothing against anybody else, but
My my thing, I
don't be
want to
mad.
mention though, why everybody, if I ever bought it on y'all page, and this is
Hmm
everybody, I genuinely show support for everybody, for
Hmm.
Yes,
everybody. So if I fuck with one person, that don't necessarily mean I don't fuck with you. You're not gonna see me in the comments bad talking you on the other person page, and vice versa. Just
right.
let it be known that we genuinely support y'all. But what y'all got going on, shit, we don't be wanting parts of that beef. Shit, we eat beef over here. Shit,
That's right.
prime beef.
That's what I be trying to tell people. I'm fucking Switzerland, okay? Stop putting me trying to make it seem like because I mob for one person, I can't mob for this person, and I can't keep it separate. I'm not sitting over here getting in the middle of y'all shit because you will sit up here and y'all will talk and everything will be good afterwards. And then I'm sitting over here looking like the asshole. I'm not getting in the middle of it.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
as
and it's,
long as
it's
you're not,
childish. It's real childish and it's
it
insulting.
is. As long as you're not,
It's very
while I'm on
insulting. Like,
there,
what
I'm
make you
not
think I
sharing
want to
you
participate in
bashing
that?
somebody.
And
It's
my thing is
crazy.
that he say, she say shit that comes along with it. That you can't say a motherfucking thing Kanye said about anybody on this motherfucking red app, blue app, pink app, no app. Like I said what I said. Shit.
hmm I don't know. It
They
just
can't
shouldn't
say
have to
none
be
of us
this
said anything
difficult.
about them, but and it be a lot of these people in the that follow them too. They like to see back and forth going between people. Any type of way, that's
hmm
their entertainment, and that shit is fucking annoying.
And that's the thing, though, too. Like, people don't see that. Other folks get a little jealous or whatever when you start shouting them out and all of this other stuff, and then the first thing they want to do is try to tarnish you from there. You know, I saw her over there when they was talking about you, and a lot of that sneak this and stuff. I'm not paying attention to that shit. I don't know what y'all background is, so how do I know if he sneak dissing you from stuff that happened 10 years ago? I don't know.
Right, because that's not what we're there for. Like
No,
some
we
that
there
shit be
to
going over my
banish the
head like that.
trolls and all of
Once
that
I see
stuff.
that they arguing back and forth, I don't even like participate. I be leaving. Like nobody can
hmm
say they be in there then going off on somebody and I'm in there participating in it. I don't want to be a part of that. I think it's very childish.
hmm And that's it. How come we can't like separate the two? You know, I'm being a mom for you because I really enjoy or appreciate whatever you have going on your page. You know, whatever your craft is at the time, right? I'm not sitting up here trying to get into the middle when once it get messy. I'm not trying to do all of that. I'm here because I like your craft, whatever you had going on at the time. right?
Right.
Don't make it into you mine and only mine and you can't go over here. No, I don't get paid for that. I do
That's
this out of the
weird.
kindness of my heart because I want to sit up here and see you win. And
Exactly.
that's the problem. Like I'm sitting over here trying to make sure everybody win. Why you think I share everybody's shit? Do you know how much time that takes for me making up
I
all this
don't know
little
how
stuff,
you
putting
do
it
it. I
on
don't
IG?
know. I would like to do it, but I don't have the time and the patience to do that. And that is a
Yeah,
lot of work for you to be doing. So for
it
somebody to get
is.
angry with you as much as you do to everybody, and you that doesn't mean you have to be exclusive. You ain't dating nobody on this motherfucking YouTube
No,
streets. You are just a supporter. You are coming in letting them know, listen, I support you, I rock with your channel, but you can rock with any channel you want to rock with.
it's true. And
We
I
not
be I
here
be
for that
making up stuff. It's not like I'm just pressing a button. You know how like you share, you just pressing a button. That's it. I'm making up a little thing, putting a little song to it, putting your link on it. I'm doing all of this stuff, right? I don't have to do that, but I'm doing it because I believe in you and I want to help you move forward, right?
right, and
I
I
don't
think
give
you
a
got a
fuck about
message
accolades and all of that stuff, but don't sit up here and try to play me crazy or make me feel some kind of way for me
because it
knowing
makes me
you.
feel like, how did you feel about me in the first place? Like, not that we know each other personally.
Right,
You didn't really see me for
right,
who I am if you want me to get in the middle of some fucking argument, stupid ass shit that don't have nothing to do with me. And you will never see me
exactly.
in nobody chat room laughing and joking and talking about somebody else.
No, not at all. I swear to you, if somebody got into it with somebody, right? If I'm not trying to sit up here and bring the peace to it, because I'm friendly with everybody, right? If I'm not trying to bring the peace to it, what I look like,
And see, for
I'm
real,
not
for real, how
anybody
I be
big
feeling like
name.
I don't want no parts to it because I rock with you, like I rock with everybody channel.
Right.
And if I see something like, I don't want no parts to that, then I back up off of it. I was on the live one day and they was talking about somebody channel I fuck with. I was like, this shit feels so hella weird. I had to exit up off the live because I'm
That's
just like,
exactly what I do. I exit up off the live. What's up, AC King?
Uh-huh. Hey,
What's
AZ.
up? Going on, ladies?
what's that
I'm
word?
telling.
Welcome to Only the Ladies Network.
And I mean, well,
Look, I just want to
Welcome,
appreciate
behave.
that.
Look,
welcome,
behave.
welcome.
Don't be mean. Let
No,
me
I'm
start.
cool. I apologize. I mean, the thing is, it wasn't even like that. It was just, remember, Queen, I actually sent you that message. Remember the inbox I sent you?
Yeah, I told
And
that baby that I was
yeah,
gonna
so
talk
I
to
was like,
you.
what
When
the
you
hell
inboxed
happened?
me,
Because
we was talking
she was,
about it.
yeah, she was mouthing off that day. I was like, damn. Oh, I seen him over there. He was doing this. He was doing that. I was like, damn, relax. You know what I mean? I can be on people's pages. I mean, I'm not exclusively signed to anybody. You know what I mean? I don't care. Let me hee hee ha ha somewhere else. I didn't say nothing. I wasn't talking shit about the person. Yeah. While everybody else was, I'm blogging. So next thing you know, I got banned. So I figured, the next time I came out there, I figured it was her because she was the one that was mouthing off. I guess she was giving that dude a view and, worrying about me being there and just laughing. So what? I mean, he's a man, I can laugh, but I wasn't saying anything bad about the guy. So that's why I thought she was the one that banned me and I brought it up. Now she just won't let it go. And the other dad said, my bad, I apologize then if I wasn't you, you know what I mean? So anyway, the easiest thing to do is just block them. I usually don't like blocking people. I did, so we good now. Now I just came
I'm
up to
so happy. I don't
apologize
know
to
what the
you.
hell going on. So
I just came to apologize to you, ladies, for it. I wasn't trying to hijack. Oh, would you say? You
I
said you were
don't.
lost.
I just because I really have been shying away from YouTube a little bit.
I don't
So
blame you. See
I
the,
mean, it's just
the
too much. It's really too much going on right now. And
it's
if it
too
ain't
much.
somebody,
It's too much shit. People taking this shit personal. I mean, they feel like it's
Right.
their fight. I'm like, listen, nobody paying you to take somebody's side. You
Not
know
at
what I mean?
all.
Stop doing that. Like, you're trying to save somebody because that's not your fight. Handle your business. Go get a job or something. Do something. You know what I mean? So people get, especially in some of those other sectors that I'm in. I mean, these people are so reckless. They take sides to a point where they call CPS on each other, or
Mm-hmm.
they call the police, they call the FBI. I mean, it's crazy. So what I was saying is, hey, what's that guy's name? I always forget his name. The dark skinned dude from Chicago. The one that was blogging. He's good actually. With the one with the braids.
Cool.
Who
Central Talk,
CSP?
Yeah,
CSP.
him. So he was
Uh-huh.
he was going in on some on a C Hood whatever. So I was just there, but you know me, I be trolling, but I was just laughing whatever. So somebody, obviously there was some lurkers in there, and as soon as I went to see his next live, and that girl that I was just talking about was the first one to pop off. She was just like super, and I was like, okay, whatever, and I just left. And apparently one of them banned me from there. So later on, I found out, when I asked about it under a backup page, they were like, no, it wasn't her. I assumed since she was the one popping off, I figured it was her. And
Well, she
somebody
figured
else.
you was one of the ones that was trolling Swipe because she saw
Nah, man, I left.
when
Listen,
you had said rat, in the chat room. So she thought you was one of those trolling people
no,
that was going
listen,
in on Swipe.
listen.
But she
I
didn't block
left.
you.
I left Swipe page as soon as they had that split with what's his name. Uh,
THF
T, T,
Billa.
yeah, Bella.
Yeah, and Billa, I've been fucking with Billa for a long time. So just out of that, even though I was a mod, I was a member, I just left. I didn't want to say anything bad. I just left that shit alone. And that was the last time I've been on Homeboy's page. So whatever. I mean, it is what it is. But I don't remember ever saying that about the guy. But I thought she was talking about C Hood.
But you know what's so messed up about it? How people be feeling about certain people pages. Why the fuck they coming towards the mod? The
Say
mod,
what?
like they
They
people be
coming for
kind, they come
mods.
for the mod.
Oh,
And then,
absolutely. Oh, man,
Cause I done
listen.
got hella
but
stuff
this
on
the
my
thing.
page. I be
Some of us
like,
are mods
damn.
on numerous of pages, and so
Mm-hmm.
then this mod right here did this, and this mod right, because I ain't say nothing in response to what they saying over here. Like shit, that ain't my fight.
Like you getting like you getting paid for it.
That's what I
Even
just
if I got
said. I'm
paid,
not getting paid for that shit.
Yeah,
even
like,
if I got paid for it, I
Man,
can't stop
yeah,
another grown ass man for saying something about another grown ass man.
right. You can
I
have
man.
you can
I
have that
can't.
damn blue wrench all you want and do whatever the fuck you want with it. I mean, excuse me, I apologize, but yeah, people need to stop. One, they need to stop taking sides like it's their fight. I mean, these are
Right.
grown ass people made decisions to do whatever the hell they want to. I don't care what they did. That's their
But
problem. So for
what I'm
somebody,
seeing with this internet shit though, real talk, people be getting into it, and then 2, 3, 4 months later, they become back friends on this
They
oh,
shit.
back
And then
absolutely,
you
on.
been
Mm-hmm.
saying
That's
something trying
exactly
to
what I
pick a
yep,
side,
said.
but
That's
yep,
right.
when you pick
yep,
a side, then you turn around. Oh, Kaya said this, NC said that, Queen
right,
said this, King said that Beezy said this, that Beezy said that. It becomes a he say she say thing. Then now you looking
Hmm.
like the motherfucking fool because you open up your mouth on some shit that have nothing to do with you, and they
right.
being
Nothing
cool.
at all. And you don't know their history.
Nope,
We met these people on the internet. You don't know what their history is, especially here in Chicago. People mad and back together and mad and back together
right.
every day, all
Every
day.
day,
And that's nobody else's business either. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
True. But I don't appreciate that whole like you wanna sit up here and damn near attack the people that's supporting you.
right,
And or on the other hand, you got all these damn trolls that take it too serious. And now you all up under my videos. Get your ass
right,
out of here.
right,
Come on, bro. Like it's
Or
not even
swerving
that
through your
serious.
inbox on IG, sending you these
Yes,
bogus ass friend requests, messages. They saying little shit under your videos. Like I seen somebody say some shit about swipe up on one of my videos. I'm like, bitch, don't you know I used to white people for less shit than this? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
right.
or you constantly
Somebody
sitting up here
actually went
putting
to follow me on IG to call me a rat lover. I was like, "You're so stupid. Get
Oh
these
yeah,
wow.
books out your mouth. Go swallow some cum somewhere. Like, get the fuck out."
exactly. I mean,
Hey,
you under my picture, under my page, sending a whole bunch of rat emojis, all under a whole bunch of videos. Like, what
Like, what
is
the fuck
wrong
is
with
wrong with
you?
you? Yeah, like this shit be fucking hella damn weird.
and it'd
Like
be
I don't.
somebody in Albuquerque, New Mexico, or somewhere. I'm like, man, you have no issue. I mean, you don't know what the hell you're
Exactly.
talking about. Just relax, man. Like I said, don't take. I mean, don't be so invested in because you have no idea. You've never met a 99.999.
They don't be
Mm-hmm.
invested in them. They just be
Yeah,
wanting to see a lot of back and forth going
right,
on between people. That's what the hell it is.
right.
And a lot of times they be wanting the mods to speak on the bullshit so they can either attack the mods or turn around and be like, this what your moderator said about this.
Yep,
Bitch, I ain't said a damn
yep.
thing about none of this bullshit. Matter of fact, y'all ain't even seen me on YouTube. I post some shit and get the fuck on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I tell people
Cause,
my only I have a troll page, which is AZ King and AZ King Backup.
mm-hmm.
That's my. It's not even a troll page. Those are the two accounts that I have, and I don't have time or energy to make up a freaking troll page just to come out people and you know what I mean. Just if I say something to you, I'm gonna
Some
say
of
it.
them be having like 15 and 20
Oh,
damn pages
absolutely,
ready when they get up
absolutely.
there
Mm-hmm.
to troll. And you block them, you be
Mm-hmm.
blocking them 99
Yep,
times.
Yeah.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
so like I
And
said,
some
I'm
people
sorry. I
be
wasn't trying to hijack your page. It was just like I thought it was it was a done deal, but I ended up blocking her. So we good going forward. And
I
I
mean,
appreciate y'all, for the conversation. Let me
Well, AZ
get
King,
out of
you
here.
know we go real back. We go way
Oh,
back
you already know.
in this drill shit.
You already know. Yeah. Hey, and I love what y'all doing, by the way. Continue. Unfortunately, this is not like the one that they wanted to have all the what I mean, just like the views, because
mm-hmm.
y'all could be talking about something positive, something uplifting, something what I mean, just something that's
Mm-hmm.
actually helpful to people. But
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
people, but some of these people would just love that damn negative energy, and they just want to
Oh,
go
they
ahead.
would love for us to get up here and be answering people
Oh,
back and
oh,
talking
absolutely.
crazy and
Talk shit.
arguing with each other. Something. They want to
Yeah,
see something.
scratch, talk shit, do something, do something,
Mm-hmm.
talk about something crazy. And then if that happens, I tell you what, you'll see a couple hundred people sitting there like, like, and some of them screen recording to react to it. Man, get out of here,
Yeah.
man.
See, we ain't
We
even
ain't doing
feeling
that.
that.
We ain't doing that. We gonna
No,
keep we doing
I,
the tip.
pre- I appreciate y'all. For real though. I'll
thank
see
you
you
for
guys another, and
supporting us.
I'll drop down on the chat. So
Very
Thank
nice.
you for jumping up and sharing your
thank you,
thoughts with
appreciate
us.
y'all.
We
Okay.
appreciate you
Yes.
for coming
You see
through.
OFC talking about I'll speak on it.
You trying to come up here, Uncle O? I ain't see you
OFC.
backstage. The link in there somewhere. But yeah, I don't know. I just well say
Uh-uh.
get off my chest. Yeah, just like yeah, like shit. If I fuck with y'all channel, I'll fuck with y'all channel. Like
Yeah, and I don't care about what nobody said about you. Like that shit don't mean nothing to me. I know that y'all are going at each other trying to make each other look bad on YouTube. I don't give a shit about that shit.
yeah, and really everybody what they trying to do, get a view, catch a bag, do what the fuck y'all do, keep me out that bullshit. Cause baby, that ain't what I'm on, you know.
Mm-hmm. Did he got the link?
I put it in the
I'm not crashing out for nobody. Only person I'm crashing out for is my motherfucking self. And that's gonna be in self defense. That's it.
that easy. We love you, baby. You are our sis. We already know what type of time you be on. When you be getting bad, you go there to level 10. So we see you. I see you. I
We
promise.
see your comments. We just trying not to get
You
get
know
into
that's
that type of mode.
yeah. That's why I was my first thing was be nice because that's not what we on. You know. No, it's we trying to bring positive change. This already a male dominant um website, anyways.
It sure is. But you got a few women popping up here and there doing their thing, but they mostly be on the gossip, like with the relationships and stuff like that.
And I swear,
And
I don't be wanting to do all that gossip stuff. That's the
I
man.
don't either. I don't either. But I be laughing at the ones I watch when they be talking about Krishan and them and all of that, and they put the little comments in there. They be funny as hell.
Misha, you know you are a baby.
Always, girl. You know we love you. For
I keep
real.
looking down at this comment. I was like, I see this little demon. I said, she finna turn into one. She up
Yeah.
there.
Hey, listen. You know our cancer spirit, too, girl.
Yes, I
Don't get
know.
us
That's what I'm
started. It's
saying.
over with.
Especially, hey, when you feel like you being attacked, it goes up by 10, 12 levels real quick.
He
One day
said that
we
he
need to
thought that
do
you
that.
blocked him, that BZ. That's why he said that, but he apologized to you.
Like he said, he's sorry. I'm trying to tell you, we should do a segment one time. We talk about like the zodiac and what you should be versus how you really are. If it's, you know, telling some truth to it, or if you're the exact opposite.
I
Well,
think the
'Cause I
middle.
swear to
it seems like every time I see anything about myself on the little zodiac, I be like, damn, that be me. That be so me.
I think the natal charts are
Except
amazing.
for the crying part, because I'm not a crying counselor unless I'm mad, and if I can't react the way I need to react or want to react.
Yeah, I'm not a crying
mm-hmm.
Pisces. Like they be acting like Pisces just break down at any moment. Hell no, I'm not that type of Pisces.
It's I
Yeah.
think with a cancer they start when we start crying, it's more
You
so
better watch the fuck
you need to
out.
get out the way. It's more of
It's a
that
true
because
story.
it's at the point where you trying to control that inner you that you don't
Mm-hmm.
let out at all times because it's a different level to a cancer crazy.
I'm trying to tell you.
I
Them
just
I'm
water
trying to
signs,
tell you.
honey. We like water can be soft or deadly.
Mm-hmm. Cause I
Water
swear.
can be
either you can
soft or
get the
deadly.
love in me or the other side of me that I can't control. Like it's that two sides. It's that two sides to me.
You remember I sent you the Phoenix? That's me. Cause I swear to you, if you get me to that point, it's over with. You understand? It's over. Like, ain't no talking to
I'm
me,
tired of
ain't
that.
none of that.
Like I don't have the energy like that much energy anymore to be negative because I've
Mhm,
been having to defend myself for many years. So if I can
mhm.
avoid an argument and a back and forth, I will because it's just fucking irritating to me. It's annoying.
I
So
swear.
so NC.
Mhm,
Okay, so when I get mad, like if I can keep my anger under control, but if it's that one person, like I might be going through something, and it might not be the right person, but it might have
mhm,
been at that moment the right time, right place, and right moment where I just go
mhm.
off, and I might go off on somebody that I probably don't need to go off to a level 100 on, but because I'm already going through stuff, they the one that get it. Do you feel like that's how you be with your energy?
I don't go off on the people that that's the right there person. Nah, I hold that shit. I will hold it, and it'll build and build and build till I see your ass, and it's over with.
I just think when I finally erupt, it's just that it could be like the straw that breaks the camel back, and it just goes. It's like a
Mhm,
volcano. It,
mhm. I don't
Well,
have
I
that
got
for
a
the most
nasty
part.
ass mouth. Like I got a terrible mouth. Terrible.
Child.
Like it
and
can be really disgusting. So I really try not to go there.
and
I
it's like with
swear
me,
to
I try
you.
to be quiet and like leave me alone. I try to go
Yes.
off to my own personal space to try to get back in
Mhm,
that right state. But if you nagging
mhm.
and nagging and nagging and nagging me, I will go there with
Girl,
you.
I
Like
Where
swear
did
I will.
OMC go?
He said he got his son.
he just maybe
He was just up here.
yeah, he was just up here.
Oh, he was just up here.
I
But
had to
I
say
don't know. I swear to you, I will be. It's over. If you get on my nerves enough, Lord help you. And especially if I'm in a setting where I can't curse and all of that stuff, you'd be surprised at some of the work. Come out.
Yeah.
They be sitting over here like, wait a minute. Did you just curse me out? When I cursed? Yes, I did.
Girl, sis, when I walked off the job last weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and girl, it was like the one dude, he kept trying me, and I was like, I was trying to hold it in, but then by the time I kind of snapped a little bit, he was like, respect this. I was like, respect due to a dog. Like, bitch, you been trying me all day.
Right.
And so he walked off and he whispered to the girl that was supposed to be like training me or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, he's a bitch. But he said it and I caught it. I was like, what the
Mm.
fuck you said? And he was like,
Right.
said you a bitch. I said, no, nah, the motherfucker who opened up her legs and birthed you, that's your bitch. Like I said, he ran in there to go get the supervisor. So this
Go right
woman called
ahead.
herself to try to check me. And I was like, nah. So then she wanted to ask everybody. And so you know how us, when there's black people around, they don't want to be labeled as a snitch. And I was like, man, fuck all that. Ask the motherfucker who said it. Like, excuse my friend. And she asked me, he was like, yeah, he said it. Then she was like, coming off, it's like, bitch, you ain't finna check me. You better go check your motherfucking worker. Like, get the fuck out my face. Listen,
That's right. Get away from me.
she said, I'm the supervisor. I don't give a fuck who you is. Like, so I finished my
Mhm.
rounds and I thought about it and I was like, bitch, this my play job. I don't have to be here. And by the time the girl realized I was finna leave, like I grabbed my stuff. And so she had one of the other girls to come get me. How much you want to talk to that
Mm-mm.
bitch? I don't want to talk. This my
Mhm.
play job.
Mhm.
This my play job. I'm clocking into my real job on Monday. Like,
Like
Right.
you got some kind of motherfucking control or some shit.
and I told him, bitch, I ain't job scared, not even a little bit. Y'all got me fucked up. Like, girl, I don't know, Queen. But I had told you the day before, I was like, shit, I'm trying not to, like, I was trying not to walk out that day. But then I thought about these motherfuckers already lazy. They had me what they call the fucked up. Like,
Mm-hmm. But that's how you be feeling like on YouTube sometimes. Like they be taking this shit too serious. It be way too much going on. Like this ain't my
Too
real
much,
life.
way too much. And if you wrap yourself up in that, you're just giving yourself unnecessary stress, yo.
Mm-hmm.
you know what?
Unnecessary
The
stress.
pages I fuck with, I still go like I like their stories. I just won't comment. Then
Mm-hmm.
I said the same thing. I don't comment. I like the videos. I don't comment no more. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to be in the middle of nobody.
comment. What I started doing, Queen, sharing other shit that I be seeing on my
Hmm.
community. That way, it was like, oh, she sharing somebody else. Bitch, I gave y'all a like now. I'm just not getting in y'all bullshit, and that's what it is. You know.
Because it be too. It just I don't know. Like I said, it's too much. Because I was done with YouTube after all of this stuff popped off, and the witch hunt part. That's the part that got me. I was like. Y'all sitting over here doing too much. I mean, the whole witch hunt, the whole thing. You just sitting up here just gonna go clean in and just gonna keep beating them, browbeating them, browbeating them, browbeating. I was over that. That was too much,
I do want to
and
say
I
this
was like,
though.
"Fuck this YouTube shit."
Shout out to the YMW Juva Daddy page. I like the content he putting out there.
Mhm.
Byron
Mhm.
Blake. I used to watch 1090J end of the sentence. I think I'm still subscribed to him, but I just feel like he have agenda against the black community, especially the rappers in Florida. So I'm looking at him sideways with the shit he got going on. But Byron Blake been on his ass. I'm
Hmm.
all here for it. Um, I do feel like a lot of these YouTubers are trying to give 1090 Jake a pass. And by his own
Mhm.
terms and definition, what he called a snitch, baby, you are a snitch your damn self. So by his terms.
Mm.
That's right, OMC. That's what it feels like. It's like you can't take black people nowhere. They'll find a way to mess it up. They'll find a way
Exactly.
to bring some stupid shit in it. And I love my people, but I just don't want to participate in that. No disrespect to anyone, but I don't want to be a part of that back and forth stupid ass shit.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
don't need the queen, but I promise I still give y'all a like. I still love y'all. I just don't
Right.
need my name caught up in y'all algorithm on this bullshit that they got going on.
And we
I,
keep getting caught up in it. And that's the part that I mean, just because somebody said my name, that don't mean that you gotta sit up here and now you want to attack me because the person that you're trying to get at, you can't get to them, so now you're gonna attack the easiest target. That's all it is.
That
That
busy, we
being
not
what is
talking
it?
about you. We talking about bloggers. We not talking about you, that busy.
I was like, what's she talking about? We not, yeah, like you part of us. We not, no, we talking about the channels that's up there that's creating this content and wanting people to speak on shit they don't got nothing to do with us, or they want to,
Bring us in the middle of bullshit.
yeah, like yeah, they want
Mm-hmm.
us to be subjected to the bullshit and feel like because we not picking a side on what we doing or we not going with what they got going on because we fuck with this channel over here. Like shit, I feel like that shit dead ass wrong.
Mm-hmm. You
I'm a
got me fucked
spectator.
up.
I'm watching. I'm listening for content. I'm not there to get involved in what somebody said about somebody. That shit is just so stupid to me.
Yeah, because it's I mean it's some channels that I really like, and I was seeing them talking about swiping. I was like, damn, I was a moderator for swipe. I ain't trying to be on none of that shit right there. You know that they own.
Oh, thanks, Avery.
Especially when
You
it's
got a
two
sub to
bloggers.
all
It's
of
two.
us.
Especially when it's two bloggers that you really like and they going at it with each other. Oh, that is the most uncomfortable feeling.
I
Yeah.
know, but the thing is, I'm not gonna sit up here and pick no side though. Like,
Hmm.
why would you expect? Here's my thing, okay? And y'all tell me if I'm wrong, okay? When when you pick somebody to be your moderator, right? You're picking them because you trust that they are going to be there for your best interest, right? They think like, you feel like they're on your side and they're going to help you, be the one to help their page go further. You're gonna share it, you're gonna make sure you hit that like, you're gonna be in the comments, making sure the trolls aren't there. This is what you expect from a moderator, right? So why are you sitting over here once you see them moderating for somebody else that you don't like or whatever, now you all of a sudden distrust them? Fuck all the shit that they have done for you in the past. Just
Then,
forget all of that.
but this my thing though. We be moderators for free.
Facts.
But that's what I'm saying.
We be
Like, what
moderators
do you
for
think
free.
this is?
I'm sharing y'all stuff on my social media platforms, my Twitter, my Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sharing it to Reddit, like
Yes,
where I can feel like you can get a view at on TikTok.
exactly.
You know, and that's the thing. Like,
Exactly.
so if you don't think I'm supporting you, y'all getting the money. I'm not getting the money. Y'all getting the money. So if I'm sending
Mm-hmm.
out something to support y'all, why do you feel like, oh, she should say something about this? No, I shouldn't say nothing about that. Y'all got the platform. I got
Right.
155 subscribers. Some of y'all sitting on 20, 50, 100,000 subscribers. Y'all can get what y'all want out quicker than I
Exactly.
can.
Facts. I don't think Kaya has membership yet. OMC, I mean AZ King or the super chat. She don't have that yet.
No, he said, and we paying for views, cash at super chats memberships. That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
right. For free.
We do
It,
be
it's
we do
right.
be dropping Cash App Super Cat and we be doing what we can.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
for people to think that the moderator's not supporting it, yeah, we support y'all. But at the same time, it's not the only page we supporting. I'm just not supporting the bullshit. If y'all gonna be beefing, hell no, I'm not gonna support that shit. I'm gonna move
Yeah, I'm
out
not
y'all
getting in
way.
the middle of that book. Be all in the chat talking about people like a child. I'm not doing that.
Exactly. Because it's too much.
You know.
It's too much.
Well, I remember when I first started getting on YouTube, I was on YouTube more than I was watching TV. It was because I was coming on this bitch and like on Swipe page, I get a good laugh. Hip Hop Buddha page, I get a good laugh. SNTV, I get a good laugh. See who he was, he has a chill mode. You get a good laugh, and then he have different people up there, so you have different personalities that you're interacting with. That was like fun times to me. This shit right here ain't fun. Ain't nobody laughing at this bullshit that they got going on. This shit is
That's
real
a
life,
fact.
real crime.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. And then you gotta hear your name on people's platform calling your name out and telling you shit like what the fuck.
And then just because I'm a mod for Swipe, then I got people with these troll ass pages. They want to come for me because I'm a mod on his page, want a reaction out of me. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck you doing? Move around.
Exactly. And that's the
Makes
thing,
sense.
like,
See,
just only because no problem, just because they keep, I was dropping everybody's links, I'm doing all of this stuff all up in the chat, right? But then soon as people start saying my name, now you want to be all up on the videos, you trying to find me on Instagram, you sending me DMs.
they be mad
Get
at
the
that. They be mad
get
at
the
that. For
fuck
3 years, I've been going through that. People
out,
saying
child.
things to me because I moderate for somebody. And I told y'all one time I was on, they was talking about takeoff case and they was giving out a lot of good information. And I was listening. I jumped on the panel because I wanted to add to it. And somebody got
Hmm.
on the panel just to say, oh, I see you up on here. I'm telling such and such, you switching sides. I was like, what?
And that's the thing,
You
like, what is
follow
that
me
switching
around?
sides? What does that mean?
You
What does
policing
that
me?
mean?
You policing me on fucking YouTube? I'm being stalked?
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm trying to tell you. Like when I used to put people's stuff on IG in my story, and here go a remark. Since when? What you following them for? They don't like swipe, or they don't like this person, or they
Hell
don't
yeah,
like
and then they
that
be wanting
person.
you to turn your
What does that
camera
have to
on and
do with
shit.
me? Yeah, I'm trying to tell. Listen, this whole thing about me and my picture and turning on my camera, I got so many little DMs about that. Get the fuck out of here with
But you
that.
see,
What you say?
um, no, I had a phone call come through. But you see how that lady was on that video I sent to the chat? How the dude was following her around like you gonna pay me if you put me.
Yes.
Bitch, I'm not finna put my goddamn picture. Like I'm not finna go live so y'all could be trolling me like that motherfucker was trolling him.
I'm
Mm-mm.
trying to tell you, and even like just this little picture that we put up just for the thumbnail. Ah, I'm like, oh no, let me take
Somebody
this.
said something.
Girl, yes. And I'm in Chicago. Like my whole problem is that I'm in Chicago. All this stupid ass shit is happening here. We've been putting up a whole bunch of stuff about Chicago. We've been talking about Chicago, all of that. The last thing I need is for somebody to come out and say, "Hey, aren't you?" No, no, no,
Mm-hmm.
no, no. Get your ass out of here. And it's like I've been getting DMs and stuff, and I don't never say nothing about all of that stuff every day because it's stupid to me.
And let me
Why
tell
do
you
you
what else
care what
happens
somebody
too when
look
you
like?
know a lot of people like, because it's this dude out here from New York that I know that he got
Hmm.
a big channel, and they hear him saying my name, right? So now people calling me to send to can they use my name to send him music and get promotion? I'm like, he charged. Like I can't stop him from charging you. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
come on.
I had people in my inbox trying to get to folks too from here, and I was like, "What? I'm not their liaison. The fuck? DM them. Shit. The hell wrong with you? Oh
Am I
It's
back?
just
man.
weird. It's weird. That's why I'm not so like friendly like I used to be. Like I'm friendly,
Hmm.
but to a certain degree.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be going like super hard in the comments and, sharing 15 million. I'm kind of like this whole little fiasco, that shit blew me. I'm kind of like shit, real super chill right now. Super chill because it blew me for real.
That's Queen Backup
So,
channel, y'all. Please subscribe to her.
which backup
Thank you.
channel?
Your
Oh, the
industry.
industry TV.
That's my biography channel, y'all. I ain't even
One of
doing
these
that up there for
days,
6 months. I got to get back to doing it. But listen, I'm only one person.
I keep saying one of these days I'm gonna get my shoe channel
Hmm.
busting. I'm gonna do it one of these days.
I want to do
Hmm.
a sports channel, a female version.
Do it. Do
Oh,
it.
I'm with that girl.
I
I'll
do.
pop on there.
Do it. It take 2 seconds to make a new channel. I got like 6 damn channels up
I
here
got
now.
I got a backup channel from when the last time when the teacher and the girl had that fight. I had posted on this channel
Mm-hmm.
and they suspended me for like a week, 2 weeks.
Really?
Yes, and so
Mm-hmm.
I had to come up with a backup channel that way I could get on on YouTube.
Get out of here.
I
Why
let
did
it
they
community.
suspend it?
They
The content.
Because of the
um
child, the kid?
yeah, because the teacher has actually I had an actual video where she swung on the child.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay. So I was
We
like,
gotta get to reading these YouTube things so we can learn things. Because I know Swipe be busy, but by the time he get to us, we'll know something. Like we gotta get to reading these things with this YouTube shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
But y'all, I am ready to get up out of here. I am not me, AZ King. Um,
I do want to say thank you guys for rocking with us today. We've
Yeah.
been on almost 2.5 hours. I miss you
Same like
guys.
yesterday.
we've been up here for a minute. We always say we gonna jump up there for an hour. It don't never be no damn hour.
I swear, you could Queen be like, even if we do 45 minutes, 30 minutes, something, the next thing you know, it'd be like 3 hours later. We're like, what the heck?
Yeah. I gotta reach out to LA. Because me and him was supposed to start going live because we was gonna talk about like Florida, what's going on in Florida from the top, the center, and the bottom. And then he actually is gonna start growing like a fishing channel. And I think I'm gonna
Oh,
reach out.
yeah.
And like I was showing him some pages on IG where it's people in Florida that go fishing and all that. And I'm like, you can really blow your channel up off of fishing. And his girl, she do nails or something like that. So I was telling him like he can find different things to grow his channel. I genuinely want everybody that I come in contact to win. You
I'm
know.
trying to tell you, YouTube is huge. And I don't see why we can't just help each other. Why we always got to have crabs in a bucket. I don't understand it.
Well, we
I
gotta be
really
so
don't.
wicked to each other all the time. Why?
All the time, Queen. It's
No
horrible.
matter where we at.
You know,
Hmm.
I want our people to eat. I don't care where you're from. You can be from Chicago, New York, Florida,
Hmm.
Mississippi, California, wherever. Shit, we can y'all
I
eat
see us
together.
all the same. Like I don't see us separate. I've never felt for the separation thing. It might be one thing going
All right,
on
AZ,
here and
thank
another
you.
thing going on somewhere else, but I never looked at us as being separate at all.
Yeah,
No, not
because
at
I told
all.
you that's how I felt about the Planet of the Apes. It's really showing us unless we come together as one, we'll always be at odds.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And you'll never grow.
We never
You'll
grow.
never grow.
We're stronger in numbers. That's the key.
Yes. Hmm. It is the truth. All right, y'all.
Okay. Shout out to
Well, we
Sexy
love y'all.
Lexi, that Beezy, Nene Marie.
Shout out to the females and the Ladies Network. We love y'all.
Y'all have a blessed and wonderful week coming up. Queen, tell them where they can follow you at. Give all your pages.
Lotus.queen.31 on Instagram. Queen Lotus 126. Queen Lotus Space 126 at YouTube.
Okay, NC.
And you can follow me at the one and only underscore NC, and that's on IG and on YouTube.
And you can follow me at Kaya Baby 220 on IG and on YouTube. My backup channel is Kaya 220 on Kaya Baby 220 backup channel. And I don't know Lexi's by heart yet. Do y'all know
It's
Lexi?
it's sexy Lexi with three eyes, 89.
It's just
Okay.
89.
That's on YouTube. I don't know what it is on IG.
And don't forget to go support the men, our counterparts. We love y'all. Y'all have a great evening. Sis, we'll talk in the morning or later on tonight. Y'all have a great evening.
All right, good
Stay out of
night.
trouble, people.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Love.
Love.